Good job.
It's happened.
You did it. I'm proud.
Things have happened. All right, I'm gonna go let people know over on my schedule, since I can't freaking expect Emerald to do that for me, because when would he
I might
actually do his
restart really
job?
quick because my Explorer is being fucking weird.
Oh, that's fine. You do that.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, you be right back. Oh, he's not actually leaving.
I'm not gonna get, I'm also being DM'd by some people on Facebook, and I don't want to dip.
Oh, okay. It's like his Windows is acting up, and I'm just like, but he's still here, though. But there's still.
Oh, there goes the eel. I want to know what his deal is. Are we streaming right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just letting people know over on the schedule that things are going on, and that it's kind of weird because we don't have the audio. We usually have the audio going to kind of pump us up whenever the stream starts here, like the amazingly fitting Hawaiian surfer music.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the okay. I'm not even gonna do it.
Oh, you do it too well. And then get copyright struck.
Obviously, I do it so well. You guys don't even know. Like, I'm the best at it. Like,
You're right,
the most
I don't
bestest.
know. You're right. I don't even know.
You don't even
I
know.
need you to explain it to me.
Hello, Mr. Frost King. Hello, Slice of Delicious Life. Hello, Han. Hello, Savage Virus. How are you guys doing? We're here today.
Hello.
Playing some Monster Prom. And it's gonna be pretty sweet. Is Aaron back yet, or did he ever leave?
He's dead?
He's dead?
What have you done?
No, I didn't do anything.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for a second because
You know
he
what you did.
he I can't.
I don't know
Okay.
what you did because I've asked you to tell me, but you know what you did, so tell me.
We all know what we did. We're gonna wait on Aaron to get here, and we're not gonna say anything out loud. And no one in the chat is gonna say shit either. It's not like this entire stream is just to say something to Aaron.
Why are we streaming this?
I'm so fucking confused.
What? Nothing. Hi, Aaron. You're back. Wow. You're back.
I'm so happy.
How are you?
Aaron, I haven't talked to you since you got back.
I'm back and sick.
You've been sick. Stop that.
He is a little sick. He has that calm plague a little bit.
Fucking get over it.
Okay. I'm sorry, Daddy.
Fucking get over it, Pansy.
Did you know we're the Phantom Thieves? Ryuji!
Han just gifted a tier 1 sub to Crimson Dragon. That's the 33rd gift
what a
sub
nice
they've
guy.
ever done.
Oh my
It's
god.
a lot of gift subs.
So many gifts.
Squeaks, it's like calm plague is all in your head. Get good.
Yeah.
Get good immune
Just
system.
get good,
New
Aaron.
guy.
Get good
Did you
immune
know we're the
system,
Phantom
yeah.
Thieves?
So
Ryuji!
my head is the coursing power of Dayquil.
Han gifted another tier 1 sub to Nonamai, making Nonamai the stream boss. Isn't that weird how that works? Anyway, all hell Nonamai, the new stream boss, may forever they reign.
When
Long
you're
live the
backing an ally.
Long
He's
live
the
the
galleon to Nonamai's King Arthur.
king. Long live the king! Long live the king! I will
Guys.
fight for you, my king.
So,
Are you ready for the big gay?
so we're gonna need some
Did you know
help
we're the Phantom Thieves?
potentially.
Ryuji!
Han just gifted another tier 1 sub to Morg Lazy King, making them the new stream boss. May forever they reign.
Long live the king! Long live the king!
It's funny too, because right before that, Nonamai, who was the previous one, was like,
Hey, a new
wait,
guy.
what?
Did you know we're the
And then they
Phantom
became
Thieves?
not the
Ryuji!
stream boss. And now Han gifted another tier 1 sub to VTech325, making them the new stream boss.
Long live the king!
Hey, a new guy.
And then Squeaky
kings
gifted
are-
a tier 1 sub to Dazidrago, making them the new stream.
The bit's dead, okay?
These kings are living
like
for
the
like 2
king.
seconds.
Every time I say it, my king dies. I can't be responsible for that anymore.
Hey, a new guy. Did you
Oh
know
no,
the Phantom Thieves?
Han just gifted 5
Ryuji?
tier 1 subs, making the king switch out several times. I think it landed on Asiru in the end.
Hey, a new guy. Did you know the
So
Phantom Thieves?
Asiru is the new king.
Ryuji?
However, the Schmuck Squad, Typical Novice, Tales of Reverie, and Eternal Shadow were also the stream bosses at one point.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Hey, a new guy. Did you know the
This is
Phantom
fine.
Thieves? Ryuji?
This is all fine. We're all fine.
This is a very. There's so many warring kingdoms right now. So many, no, coups.
Hey, a new
I'd say.
guy.
This is what happened after like Alexander the Great died and like all the provinces that like he had taken over started going for themselves.
Hey,
Like,
a
what
new
are we
guy.
doing now that
Did you know
Alexander's
the Phantom
gone?
Thieves? Ryuji?
Fight!
Riot? Riot!
I don't know. Should we riot?
I think we
Yeah.
riot. I think that's a pretty good idea.
Okay.
We should do that.
3,
2.
2.
Hey, a new guy. Did you know the Phantom Thieves?
Right whenever we count it down, Squeaky gave a tier 1 sub to Kaio Sick, who is now the new stream boss.
Long live the king!
Oh my god. With all that being said, my dudes, we're here playing some Monster Prom. Very special Monster Prom. The 4 of us are gonna go through a game, and it's gonna be fun. It says
Hey, a new guy.
Oh, great.
Did you know the Phantom Thieves?
Gift another tier 1 sub to Slice's Delicious Life. Slice, how come you weren't already subbed? How dare you?
Yeah. How dare you?
But then GoGo9 subscribe with the Twitch Prime. They did it for themselves.
What?
They are a ruler who takes things into their own hands. I like this one.
What?
Hey,
Unheard of.
did you
But
know
then
the
Han
Phantom
took him
Thieves?
over by giving
Ryuji?
Grim Tuesday this to the king ship. So let's start this up. let's get going with this. Let's actually start things off. So we're gonna go to play. Gonna play with 4 players. Second term, full game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, and sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. And I'm this one. I'm always this one, and it's just do it.
I've already discovered who I am.
I've discovered who I am. I am this Frankenstein's monster girl, who is the cutest thing of all existence, and I would smash me. Who's next? Who wants to go next?
10 out of 10 would smash.
Aaron, who do you
Fireball.
want to be?
I'll be Yellow Boy.
You'll be Yellow Boy?
You bastard.
What's Yellow Boy's name gonna be?
Thugnificent.
Okay. let's make
Or
let's
Thuggy
make
D,
let's
either
make-
or. I can't remember if Thugnificent fits. I think we usually go with Thuggy D because
let's go
Thugnificent
Thuggy
doesn't.
D. This is Thuggy, and then you want capital D, like that.
Sure. Thuggied.
You want a space?
No, that's good.
Well, good, because I can't put a space.
There's a space option.
Is Thuggy D a he, a she, or a they?
E.
Okay. Bam. All right. Who next?
Me.
All right, where you want to be?
Frankenstein boy.
This is a zombie.
Whatever.
I'm the Frankenstein's
Zombie.
monster.
Frankenstein's zombie.
All right, what's your name gonna be? Brian?
No, that's stupid. Fuck off. All right. B.
Also, Hot Swing Zero's the new stream boss man for rain. Anyway, what's that? B?
Okay. B.
B?
R.
R.
I.
I.
A. Z.
Brias. It's just a sideways N.
It's a sideways N. Yeah, that's it.
Is Brias a he, she, or a they?
It's a he.
Okay. And you're stuck with the fire girl. Sorry
Oh
about that.
no,
Sorry about that.
Oh,
man.
jeez.
the worst one.
What's her name? Amira?
No.
Custom name?
Yes.
What's custom name?
F
F
L
L
Floozy.
I
I
M
M
Flam.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's just phlegm?
No, Flim Flam.
Flim flam?
Yes.
Not just gonna be Kyra.
Like that? Like flim flam?
Yes. I could have gone Kyra, but I like to make
Is
stupid.
flim
names.
flam a he, she, or they?
She's a she.
Okay. Perfect. And we had yet to experience this ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left as we fantasize about our dream prom dates. By the way, I can turn the music back on now. Actually, I should have done that.
Holy shit!
There we go. Can you guys hear it?
Yes!
Cool, the music's on now. Great. Wonderful. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howe, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Which we're not sure if, like, Aaron said he couldn't really play it, maybe? So,
I'll do
we-
my best.
it depends, because Buddy played it last time, so whichever one of you wants to can do it.
Whichever.
Liam de Lioncourt, 4XX. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork.
I call Liam. I like voicing him.
Zoe, forever. An eldritch cutie who went from an endless deity of the dark realms to the ultimate fangirl.
Oh!
Calculester Hewlett Picard, version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to the fullest. And Vera Oberlin, best girl. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them. But who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they're all rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, as we're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Aaron, think wealthy. Think wealthy. Let's start!
Yeah.
No reason. But one day you woke up and you swapped bodies with your mom! It's a very 90s fashion. What is the worst thing that could happen? She's meeting with all my friends and actually being more popular than me. Oh no! She's killing her lifelong rival with my body so she can frame me for the murder. Or she's messing with my Spotify playlist and putting all her trash metal on it. My mom's such a metalhead. Actually, that would be exactly what my mom would do. What you thinking, Thuggy D?
What's the worst thing that could happen? These are all horrible things. I would say being more popular than me.
All right. Briaz, what are you gonna do? What are you thinking, Briaz?
Oh, right, yeah. Not Bryce.
Wait a minute. Do you think that he just has a speech impediment and he can't say his name right, so he comes up to people as like Braze? Like,
Braze. Is that
His
how
mom
it is?
had-
Is it
his mom
Braze
had
or Brias?
dyslexia.
Is it Braze or Brias, buddy?
It's Braze.
Okay, it's Braze. Got it.
Yeah. His mom, the doctor had dyslexia. So. Killing her lifelong rival.
Okay. What about you, Flim Flam?
Just say being more popular.
Okay. So charming, so bold, so creative. A radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? Probably rabies. I'd go to the hospital immediately. The incredible power of writing fan fiction so compelling the actual creators of the TV shows decided to go with my ideas and crazy ships. Or the superpower of always choosing the right combination of emojis to get the desired reaction from all people, seducing my loved ones, burning my enemies, settling any argument, and even conveying complex emotional thoughts.
Smart, creative charm?
I would say that I would probably get rabies. What about you, Thuggy D?
Let's go with the ability to write fanfics.
You want to go fanfics?
Yeah.
Bam. What about you,
That sounds
Braze?
fun.
Okay. Let's go for rabies as well.
All right. Also, all hell, stream off my brain. Thank you, Calamem. And by Calamem, I mean Han.
Deke, are you going for anybody specific?
I may go Vera this playthrough, but also may go Miranda.
Okay. I want to go for Liam.
Where you going?
So-
Where you going, Flim Flam?
I'm going fan fiction
Bam.
because
So smart, so
obviously.
creative. Nobody gets this. Actually, no, you got that. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Meat! Ikasumi, double cream, Della Grayor, and plutonium, tequila and coke, rainbows and gummy bears.
I wonder who's who.
I want to go. I'll go rainbows and gummy bears.
Nom, nom, nom.
Where you going, Thuggy D?
Where do you fucking think I'm going?
Plutonium,
No.
meat,
No.
Ikasumi,
I would consider it, but no.
double creme de la Gruyere and meringue,
Green ranks? No.
rainbows and gummy bears.
You know, almost, but not quite.
Well, that's all the answers.
Plutonium?
That's all the answers, though.
Double cream.
Oh fuck! Burnt berries. You know what? I'm pretty sure.
Holy
I'm pretty
hell.
sure this is the. I'm pretty sure this is the. Pretty sure this is the stream boss for a bit. Burnt berries just gave $100.
Oh,
Says, hey guys, just wanted to show my appreciation for all the laughs you've given me. I look forward to seeing how this game goes. By the way, Zoe is best girl.
fucking right.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Burnt Berries. Holy crap. All hail the stream boss. May forever he reign. He'll reign for a good bit, I think. For quite a bit.
I want the afterlife part of it choked me out. So, too. But like, you know.
I think this may be him. I'm not sure though.
That has to be him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
This is either
That's
Liam
weird
or
and
this is either
Or it's-
Liam or it's Vera, and I'm pretty sure it's Liam.
Yeah.
Flim Flam?
I'm pretty sure it's Liam.
Ikasumi.
Ikasumi. Zoe, Liam, Polly,
Yeah, Liam,
Miranda.
Yay!
The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? They always tell you the world's ending. I'll profit over other people's hysteria. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. It's okay. We invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
I would panic because that's what real organic people do, and I'm a real organic person. 100 push-ups. No, 200 push-ups. Nobody in the world but me, but I'll end the world today. I mean, I've already kind of gone with some Miranda, so...
Fucking none of this is Polly.
None of it is Polly. It's okay. None of it has to be Polly.
That's racist.
Are you a real organic person?
Go on. Dico?
What?
Nobody ends the world but me.
All right. Bryce.
Are any of them fucking Liam?
I don't know
This
if
one.
any of these
The
are.
novel, probably.
Yeah, the novel. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's
let's
Liam.
do that one.
Flim Flam?
Uh,
Pretty sure none of these are Zoe.
yeah, I don't know. I
Wanna
thought
push
the
up?
novel one could be.
Lester,
200 push-ups?
No.
Scott, for sure.
I don't know. I can.
Well, the one thing I will say, Eric, is
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure whoever you pick here is going to be your first interaction with Zoe. So who do you want Zoe to talk to immediately?
Okay. I can. Scott, because why not? 100 push-ups.
Bam. Hell yeah.
There we go.
Dear Ashley, I transported to a school of monsters. What do I do? I don't know. I'm here too.
I'm in the same boat you are, man.
All right, I'm pretty smart. I'm actually really fucking smart. And so is Bryce.
Yeah.
We're smart boys.
Smart boy.
So, you know, I already have some money, and I wouldn't recommend anybody really going for money unless your name started with an A. I'm
And then
going
was followed by another A.
followed by another A, a second A, you see. I'm gonna go get some charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You see Liam talking to Miranda. Miranda looks confused, and Liam looks frustrated. Uh-oh.
But I simply cannot understand this art you are describing. You say this art piece is a bathroom?
No. For the 100th time, the art piece is the experience of going into a bathroom thinking it's an art piece. The artist purposefully gave the room number of the bathroom as the room number for the exhibit. Even though there was a whole room full of his paintings elsewhere in the building, it was revolutionary.
It certainly seems very complicated. Personally, I prefer the exoplanet sculptures of the Atlantean 5th Dynasty. You know, the man on the moon, the face on Mars, all of Pluto, art on such a grand scale.
Bah! That's not art. That's populism at its worst.
Well, I don't think that bathroom business sounds like art. But how are we supposed
They're
to
not
discuss art if we can't even agree on what it is? Oh, if only someone would come along and provide a satisfying definition of art, I would be so pleased.
Wouldn't that be convenient?
You've got this, no problem. It's so simple.
That'll never happen.
Art is a method for making worthless things into very expensive things. Or, art isn't art unless it makes you feel bad feelings inside. I love this game so much. Expensive things?
So smart! Oh, how true! Mars is just a bunch of sparsely populated red rock before Giblet Grinson completed his masterpiece. After that, he was able to sell it to the Arcturians
Arcturans.
for 1 trillion doubloons. The Martians weren't happy about it, but you know what they say. Sometimes we must suffer for other people's art.
That last bit is the only part of what you're saying that I agree with.
So that's what happened to life on Mars. You gain some new knowledge about the solar system and also +2 smarts and +1 charm. So Thuggy D, you got some good money.
Get
That's
some money.
some decent money.
Get more money.
You might want some more money.
Get more money.
Huh. For some reason, I feel like I should get money, gang. I don't know why.
Do you want to go for some money, Thuggy D?
It feels really important.
Get money!
Do it! I guess I'll go to the library and see what's going on.
That day, you spent some time in the library PCs managing your start kicker. You deceived lots of people with sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus 100,000 money. Almost everything goes to cover cost, and you only get to keep plus 2 money.
Fuck.
Suddenly, a chill runs through you, as if the very fabric of reality is in danger. Scanning your surroundings, you quickly discover the reason for this feeling. Polly and Damien are together, and they're bored.
Oh.
Damien, I have to get good. Damien.
What? I must have fallen asleep for a second because nothing is on fire.
I know, right? Nothing crazy has happened in the last 47 minutes, and I'm dead. I mean, I'm literally actually dead, but also I'm dead because of how bored I am.
What if we just... Oh, fuck, I'm so bored I can't even think of something to do not to be bored.
No!
I get that.
Help
I
us,
get
somebody! Please cause a sexy problem.
Break the 7 seals and release
Kralak
Zulu, the world fucker.
The world.
Or send in the party goblins. That sounds like a fun, and you don't have a lot of that.
I guess Kralak Fool it is.
I don't know, man. It's up to
that,
you.
That one seems like fun.
You don't think the party goblins are fun?
Oh, I thought that's the one you were talking about. When you said that.
Which one do you want to do, man?
Let's go, Kralak Fool.
Karlak Thul! So smart!
So smart.
Using a cursive sword someone was stupid enough to give you, you shatter the ward separating the world fucker from our world. He emerges onto this mortal plane with a noise like a million throats being slit at once, wreathed in a bloody vapor. These are the end times that the ancient poets forlornly prophesize. This realm will rot like the maggot-riddled corpse it is.
Ah, sick, it's the world fucker come to fuck the world.
Yes! Hey, world fucker, wanna party?
Karlak Thul speaks with a voice like a snake eating itself. He says,
Hell yes.
there you go. You all head off to party all night, leaving a trail of flaming wreckage in your wake. The world is doomed, but at least it's not boring. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness.
All right.
All right, Bryce, where are you heading?
I'm going to the auditorium.
Okay. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses have descended to give you figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity.
Hell yeah.
You spot Liam showing Calculator some images on his phone. 2 of your classmates interacting without your interference. Unacceptable! You saunter over.
I call this one mournful macaroni on a polyethylene cafeteria tray. If I had to describe it, I would say that it is haunting, challenging, and very artistic.
Adjectives acknowledged. Appreciating art.
Well, if you appreciate that one, you'll really appreciate this next one. I call it pickled beets, and it is obviously even more artistic than the last piece I showed you. Well, with it having an ellipses and a question mark
Query.
at the end of it.
How much more artistic is image2.jpg relative to image1.jpg?
Well, a lot more.
Invalid quantity. Please provide a numerical value.
2. Well, that's a ridiculous question. Everyone knows that art can't be objectively measured.
Counterclaim. All things can be objectively measured. Temperature, altitude, smarts, boldness, charm.
It seems like Calculator is going to list every single thing he can think of and or look up, and that's a pretty goddamn long list. Looks like you need to resolve this, but whose side are you on?
Money. Creativity.
There are certainly some things that can't be measured, Calculator, like the admiration I feel for Liam, or wow, Liam, it's like you haven't read the obscure yet definitive classic. All art can be objectively measured, and this book will show you exactly how. By John Aninsky's extremely literal twin brother.
Let's go for the first one.
Oh no, not so charming!
Oh no!
No! Attempting to measure Bryaz's admiration for Liam. Dividing number of positive interactions with Liam by number of other classmates flagrantly flirted with. Factoring in Brias's probability of fixating on another hot classmate mere moments from now. Results tabulated. Admiration for Liam is approximately 6.
Out of?
900.
Wow. On the one hand, I'm flattered to have you, to have achieved such authentic unpopularity with you. On the other hand, you totally lost me on this. You totally lost me this argument, and that is very uncool.
Probability of Brias successfully romancing Liam. 0.00019%.
Thanks.
Damn,
Calculon.
looks like everything
whatever
can
your
be
name is.
objectively measured. Speaking of which, you lose -2 fun and -1
Ah.
smarts.
I like that you still get a heart with Liam either way.
Fuck.
Where are you heading, Flim Flam?
I'll go to the outside place.
Go outdoors?
Yeah.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people? Someone's demons from the nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Looking
hell
around for a
yeah.
distraction, you spot Scott proudly flexing while Zoe sits before him, frowning into her notebook.
Oh,
You
no.
figure she's trying to draw his ripped bod, so you offer some some drawing tips.
You want me to
Draw.
play Scott while you play Zoe?
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Drawing what? I'm not drawing anything. I'm writing a fanfic about Scott's muscles.
What? You are? I thought I was just over there flexing for no reason, like usual.
Well, I'm trying to write a fanfic, but so far it's going slower than the first 20 issues of Snail Person Literature Club.
You glance at Zoe's notebook. It looks like she's just copied out Wikipedia's list of all the muscles.
Oh, I can help. You know, Coach always says you can't spell muscles without some of the letters from adversity. You should add a bad guy who fights against all my good muscles.
That's been done already. Ugh. It's like you haven't read Scott versus Muscle Hating Herbert. And that's exactly my problem.
Nobody reads your fanfics?
What? No, my problem is that I need to put an original spin on this fic. But my mind's more blank than the minds of all those cultists whose thoughts I used to devour.
Well, have you thought about adding a bad guy who fights against all my good muscles?
This conversation is clearly going nowhere without your help. Quick, fix Zoe's fic. Scott's right. The story needs an antagonist, and everyone knows that the true natural enemy of muscles is the leaf scale gulper shark. Or many muscle stories have been told, but you know how many have been told from the perspective of the muscles?
That one seems like it'd be creativity.
That's definitely creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what she wants. So
You want that one?
I'm gonna pick that one.
Bam! I said bam! Okay, so creative.
From the perspective of the muscles?
Did somebody say muscles?
This is some muscles, not. This is more than this is more revolutionary than my spooky high treason French Revolution AU. Starring Polly as the hard partying ghost of Marie Antoinette.
I'm fucking into it.
Which tag is better? Biceps X trapezius or bipesius? Does vastus lateralis X vastus medialis count as self-cest? OMG, I can't even merge this with my spooky ICU Grey's Anatomy mashup AU.
I repeat, did somebody say muscles?
In the background, Scott just
Zoe is too excited to reply. She's already busy writing the story of an idealistic young pectoralis major who falls for a war-weary glutinous maximus. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
lathering himself in honey.
Let's trade places. Choose a place and say your choice out loud for the rest of the players before clicking. right, later, Squeaks.
The moon.
The
Canada.
moon. Hell yeah. Wait,
That's
what now?
neat.
What'd you say, Aaron?
I said Canada.
Ah,
And then I
who
said
said,
bicycle.
who said the moon?
Me, I did.
Okay, what'd you say, Eric?
The type moon.
The
By the
deepest layer of hell.
Okay.
The Ian moon.
The Ian moon.
The Ian moon.
Specifically that moon.
I'm gonna go with. I don't know, man. Chicago. Perfect.
Chicago.
You're out of there.
Right there.
Play order is decided based on how hilarious it would be if the Huns were once again trying to conquer the world, and due to their ignorance about the present time, they prioritize conquering this place because they're sure it holds great strategic value.
Conquering
the moon. All right, so the moon wins.
Yeah, thoughts about the Huns conquering the moon just seemed great.
Yeah.
So Brian,
Go Braves.
I think the depths of hell probably comes second there, and then Canada.
Yeah.
I think that's
It's
good.
a toss up between Canada and Chicago because those are both equally. I mean, sure.
I mean, I guess.
That's fun.
Huns on the moon, says Emerald.
One's on the moon.
Moon's
The
Hunted.
Huns are on the moon. The Huns are on the moon.
Okay, so where do you want to go out of these 4 tables, Bryce?
How much money do I have?
Where do you want to go out of these 4 tables, Bryce?
As they drop off the face of the moon into China, like, let's see your wall. Stop this, motherfucker.
Actually, does he have enough money for it?
I have 7 money.
Yeah, he has money. He has enough money.
Does he have enough money for the thing?
He does. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then where do you want to go on these 4 tables?
Let's go hang out with Liam.
Okay. You and Liam artfully arranging. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts out her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. I love their outfits. He's dressed like Damien, and she's dressed like the prince.
It's amazing.
Haven't found it yet.
I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science.
How hard can it be? It's just silverware.
Just silverware, and I suppose the food in your food pick is just food.
No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a post-postmodern industrialized mega society.
Well, my silverware is a metaphor for...
Silverware.
Yes, is that not enough?
It's more than enough. But can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now, and I don't want to lose it.
You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Try the picture fork. It's a fork for taking pictures of. Or, nothing conveys the elegance and the taste of a gloating spoon.
Which one is more Liam?
I don't know. I actually have no idea.
It's
Yeah.
a fork for taking pic.
I feel.
This one seems like it can maybe be quicker, so Liam might like that.
Yeah.
Or this may, I don't know, man. Also, thank you, Cedric Morris, for the Twitch Prime sub. Hope you have a great day as well. I don't know, man. I honestly have no idea.
I don't either. Fuck. Let's go to the bottom one.
All right. Oh no!
Yes, the gloating spoon, the most distinguished of utensils.
What's a gloating spoon?
Well, of course you wouldn't know about it.
Rude.
No, I wasn't being rude. Rudeness is simply the way one must introduce a gloating spoon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, of course you didn't. You're not as cultured as I am.
Such smug superiority. I am no match for this spoon.
Miranda produces the gloating spoon with much fanfare. It looks like a regular spoon to you. But then, what do you know, you peasant?
You know, in hindsight, I feel like we should have suspected gloating was Miranda's
Yeah,
thing.
you know. You convince Miranda to
You're
spend some
right.
time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points. Flim Flam, which of these 3 do you want to go to?
Going to my girl. My
Gonna
girl
go Zoe?
Zoe. Yeah.
You sit down with Zoe and Scott. Scott is eating his trademark pizza sandwich, which is just 3 slices of pizza on top of each other, and Zoe has a notebook out and is taking notes.
Oh. But how do you get your food, Scott?
What do you want to know so bad? It's pretty normal.
No, it can't be normal. I'm doing research for my latest fanfic, Cry Havoc and Let's Slip the Dogs of Love.
How come this is always their interactions?
I mean, the same thing happened with fucking Liam and Miranda, where they're talking about art.
Yeah.
Cry havoc and let's slip the dogs of love.
It's about a pack of werewolves going on the biggest hunt of their lives, a hunt that will change them as hunters, but also as were-people. They went looking for food, but what they found was personal growth and a new understanding of group sexual practices. Also food. So that's why I need to know. How do you hunt?
Oh, well, normally I go to the cafeteria and I ask for pizza.
That's it? What about hunting in a pack, enjoying the spoils together in a feast of blood and rage, exploring each other's bodies?
Well, I guess sometimes we and my cousins order pizza at home, and then the pizza comes and then we eat the pizza.
Zoe does not look at all satisfied with Scott's answer. Maybe you can get Scott to give some juicier info, or convince Zoe that ordering pizza is actually dramatic. But Scott, what about when you go searching for pizza in the wild? Or Zoe, don't dismiss the... Yeah, you're not going with that one. You want to go top one?
Yeah, no, top one. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh man, we did that one time and it was the worst. There was no cell phone service, so instead of calling for delivery, we had to transform into wolves and chase it down. And then we got there, and it wasn't even pizza. It was a 3 deer. It was 3 deer.
It was
And
a
there wasn't
3
any
deer.
bread or cheese. So instead of bread, we used deer flesh. And instead of cheese, we used more deer flesh. And instead of pepperoni, we used...
Deer flesh?
No, beef jerky. We're not animals.
Oh, I think you are, Scott. I think you are. Now, how did you fall asleep? How do you all sleep in your little camping trip? In the nude or nude and cuddling?
Looks like this conversation is finally going the way Zoe wanted it to. She shoots you an appreciative wink with one of the light-devouring voids that passes for her eyes. Aw.
Yeah.
So Thuggy D, which of the one table do you want to go to?
Yes, sir.
Let's face it, you're probably gonna end up losing your money to some stupid way anyway. Why not spend it here first? It's called
Hi,
just
Valerie.
being smart.
Thank you for being other best girl.
So do you want to buy this cursed locket of Winston Montgomery?
Yeah.
Sounds great, right?
Fucking that.
I'm always amazed at how people keep coming and buying all this stupid crap. Intriguing.
Intriguing.
I guess I'll go to Damien. Strange, you could have sworn Polly and Damien were at this table when you picked it.
Hey, loser. Down here. Aw, Polly.
It's us, Polly and Damien, hiding under this table for totally innocent reasons.
A ferocious roar sounds from the door of the cafeteria. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, is here, and he's looking for someone.
Oh, shit, he's here.
Why is he after us anyway? I think what we did really falls under more federal jurisdiction.
International law, more like. Those munchkins were Canadian citizens.
Now that you mention it, I think we might have actually have to face a war crimes tribunal.
Worth it, though, right?
Oh, totally. As long as we can get away from Buzzkill the bear over there.
Just hide in the ghost zone, you know, the special alternate dimension that only ghosts can use, or hide behind diplomatic immunity. I mean, you are both princes of hell, right?
Could not be more obvious.
I'm doing that one.
Not me. I'm not even a princess of hell.
Guess you should have thought of that before being born a commoner, huh?
I wasn't born, Damien. I was died.
Well, die better next time.
I'll try to keep that in mind when I'm being tried at Fairy Tale Court for negligent munchkinicide.
die a princess next time.
Great, let me know how it goes. I'm off to crush an orphanage and get away with it because I'm royalty. Later.
After the orphanage crushing, Damien takes you out for ice cream. Sweet! Literally. Trade places. Everyone choose a song and say your choice out loud for the rest of the players before clicking.
Dead or alive?
You mean the expression, the song, or the game?
The song. It said
Do you mean
song.
do you mean the opening of the do you mean the opening of the game or the actual song?
Oh my god.
Or Bon Jovi.
Yeah, the Bon Jovi song, Dead or Alive.
I'm gonna go with I don't know if that's the band or the song name. It's called like Orange Caramel, but it's like a song about sushi. Fuck. I'm not going with that one now. Forget it. I'm gonna go with Bohemian Rhapsody?
It's fair.
What about you two?
Hero, Nickelback.
Okay. I was gonna ask. What about you, Eric? Eric?
Monster by Skillet.
Friend Eric?
Daddy?
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 Daddy Eric?
Daddy.
Feels so good in my butt. he's in text chat, but he's not in voice chat. Try living and coming back, Eric.
Try
I love
dying
him.
better next time.
Try dying better next time. That is so topical.
Die better next time, nerd.
Eric, you haven't left.
Eric!
Eric! Eric! Eric!
I can't like
Alright.
kick him either.
Alright, I'm choosing his answer for him then.
Okay.
Monster by Skillet.
Okay, so you chose his answer for him, but now we still need to get him to talk. I'm gonna type to tell him leave and come back in. Because I'm not sure if he can hear us.
Maybe his internet crashed and it just hasn't, like...
Nope, he just
Oh,
left.
yeah, there he goes. There he is.
Hello?
Hello?
What the fuck?
Hey!
There you go.
Are you good with with Monster by Skillet?
I'm sure that song I don't know.
What song do you want?
Fucking, fuck. If I'd have known this was the question, I would have thought about it for the last 2 minutes. I was fucking gone dealing with bullshit.
Pick a song, damn it!
Fucking Go-Go Power Rangers.
All right, good. Do you mean Go-Go Power Rangers? Okay, no, I'm playing. Player order decided based on how plausible it would be for you to get the Amish community who have never heard before commercial music to super into the song.
I feel
Where the song
like
go
Go-Go
over
Power
again?
Rangers is just catchy enough.
The songs were
uses electric
Hero.
guitars.
The songs were
Yeah.
Hero, Bohemian Rhapsody, Go-Go Power Rangers, and Dead or
Dead
Alive.
or Alive. Dead or Alive.
I don't think
want
would the Amish like that.
I'd probably not. I don't think the Amish like anything, really.
I don't know if
The
any of these
Amish are
songs.
just filled with
Hey guys,
hatred.
fuck the Amish. You can say that here. They're not gonna find out. It's okay.
How are they gonna find out? Someone like goes over to the
Sends them a letter.
the nearest Amish community. It's
These
like, hey,
guys
these
said,
guys
"Fuck
on the
you."
internet said they said you're fucking stupid.
They're like, well,
Okay.
sucks that they're gonna go to hell.
You
and
know,
then we'll go back to farming.
maybe
Yeah.
I could see Hero maybe going well because it's not like metally sounding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. It's almost country-y in a way.
Kind of.
You
Yeah.
play it acoustic,
Sorta.
so you don't need electricity to do it. So you don't even need to like bring any taboo
I
material.
gotta say, out of everything, that's probably the one that I think would win the most.
Yeah.
Also, I want to see him
I
get
can
to that
see-
really quick. So.
I can see also Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, thanks, man. I'll take two.
I do think that Wanted Dead or Alive is probably going to be more palatable to the Amish than Go Go Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Go go Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
Thuggy D, where do you want to go? It doesn't really matter as long as you don't go to class.
Fucking, I'm going for Polly, so let's get this fun. Let's go outdoors.
Sure, man.
Sure, man.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy.
Wow.
You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried that people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there's like 23 other freaking Juans in this school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories, and you gain +2 fun. This isn't what I wanted it to be! Damn it!
What?
Later, you're minding your own business, which soon proves to be difficult when you notice Damien and Scott in the vicinity of the middle of some hot, sweaty arm wrestling. Unfortunately, you can't enjoy it for very long, since stupid strong Scott beats Damien in no time, but it seems you're not the only one at this mad at this outcome of the situation.
This is so unfair. That one didn't count, Scott. We should arm wrestle, but with guns.
Well, bro, I've got these 2 guns already. And by guns, I mean my big arm muscles.
You know, sometimes you're clever, Scott.
Sometimes.
The bare minimum of being clever.
Which, just to be clear, are not real guns.
You've lost it.
That's not.
I'm legally obligated to say are not real firearms. Shut up,
We are in
you.
school.
No. Arm wrestling proves nothing. This here's the very best we should. We should scream at a huge rock until it breaks just because of our pure rage and awesomeness. Or we should subdue a tiger, which is a scary and manly look.
Bro, now you're just quoting stuff from yesterday's episode of Ultimate Warriors of Mount Awesome. Face it, bro. I'm the Ultimate Warrior.
No! Arm wrestling doesn't mean shit! Hey, you, Thuggy D. Not because arm wrestling isn't going my way, but I've just decided you should settle this time by proposing a way to decide what the real Ultimate Warrior, or who the real Ultimate Warrior is around here.
You happen to be a registered Ultimate Warrior judge, and you always carry this 10-step Ultimate Test with you, which coincidentally requires both of you to do whatever I say with no complaints, like real Ultimate Good Boys. Who's ready to follow my lead? Or whoever can punch the sun in the face.
So I think that's the Fight the Sun ending, which I don't think we're going for, so let's go with Scott's.
Okay. The Fight the Sun, and there's an ending for Fight the... Is
Yeah,
it
Damien.
No, is it overpowering this ending?
I think that's why I'm failing it.
Oh, no!
Yes, I believe if you go down that one, then Damien will actually fight the sun.
Well, this one, so charming.
Oh, fuck,
Oh,
it's you.
bro, what a sweet coincidence. I am the goodest of the good boys. I'm gonna win in no time. But only if you order me to win. Wink.
Scott, this idiot is just trying to fool us into doing all kinds of menial tasks for him.
Oh, God. No, wait. You're trying to fool me into not doing the thing so you can become the Ultimate Warrior of Mount Awesome. Oh, Damien, you smart genius. While you waste your time trying to fool me into thinking Thuggy D is trying to fool me, I'll be starting the first task, doing Thuggy D's laundry. See you later, or don't. In case I can't see you, when I'm really, really high on top of Mount Awesome. Bye, bro.
Grr. Oh, fine, fuck it. Give me that stupid list. Doing thuggity science homework? Sure. I'll have like your homework extra hot. See ya.
Well, fooling your friends and potential love prospects into doing the shit you don't want to do is far from right, but look on the bright side. Now you have more spare time to try and romance them. Scott ends up being the goodest good boy, and you bond with him a lot, even though you're trying to fooling him, but it was a lovable, innocent fool he is. As for Damien, you would have preferred not to learn what extra hot meant when it came to homework. In any case, you gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. I hope that that doesn't overpower this.
Yeah, same.
This is what we've been planning for a fucking week. I'm sad now.
Maybe it has to be in a specific place.
No, I think that we just accidentally got into a secret ending for no reason.
Yeah.
I know you went to the gym last time.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with that.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll spend my money.
Yeah, it's because Damien liked my first thing.
Hate Damien. Oh damn! I just skipped over everything. Wait, this isn't the class. Oh,
You said you.
I was like, what are you talking about? You went to the club?
Yeah, like spend
I don't
money.
care about my own things. I only care about Aaron's things.
So anyway.
Later, you see Damien and Miranda chatting and being a nosy little bitch, and you decide to insert yourself in the conversation.
I look forward to this adventure, so is there anything more wonderful than getting insight into the lives of commoners?
You better not pull that shit the whole time. My dads are lords of hell, you know. Technically, I'm royalty too.
Are you though?
Oh god.
Oh.
Damien rolls his eyes and turns to you.
Miss Panthera paired us up for our hands-on homework assignment, going on an adventure. Apparently you have some anger issues and a thirst for violence that I should be channeling into something productive. Like a thirst for violence isn't productive in and of itself.
And I'm supposed to work on being more independent, which is so strange since I told my ladies and gentlemen in waiting to fix that for me last week. I wonder what sort of adventure might give us the wonderful experience that we need to fix our perceived but obviously non-existent flaws.
Go on a deep-sea quest to steal beautiful pearls from a scary kraken, or journey to a volcano to have a hot time at a fire Medford strip club. Pearls? Pearls. Yeah.
Hey, good call, actually. Miranda's already familiar with the ocean, so she can be a little bit more independent.
I have absolutely no problems being independent. I know because I paid my servants to tell me that. You're the one who has issues to be worked out, Damien. An undersea adventure will be perfect. You can fight fire with fire, underwater. There's no fire there.
Fair enough, and I can channel my violence into something productive by killing the Kraken.
Normally, I don't condone someone killing for killing's sake, but this isn't for the sake of killing. It's for the sake of getting me pearls.
Two of them dash off, cackling gleefully.
Halfway
They
through
get-
that fucking Cortana just like took over. Called out all audio. She's like, what?
They get full marks on their assignment and brag about to anyone who listens. Miranda has made the pearl of a focal point of a choker, and Damien looks dashing in his kraken tentacle hat. You gain an appreciation for cephalopod-themed headgear, and you gain +2 smarts and +1 fun.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay.
Raise.
What do I need for? Oh,
I have too much money now. I don't know what to do with it.
You spend it at lunchtime. You can just get a free stat boost.
got fun.
I guess.
Money. What do I need? What do I need
You
from
need
Liam?
charm or fun. You have a 3 or 2 in that. If you want to
Yeah.
go with like making your lower stats higher, or you could focus on getting your higher stats higher, which is again like
No.
probably good for you because you already failed one.
Who are you
Yeah.
going for?
Liam.
Liam.
And I know he likes smarts and creativity.
Hmm.
So
You want to try to go to the auditorium?
yeah, let's go there.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you were struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the fuck you! You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggiest moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decided to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and have the other players call you that name until the end of this run. So what's your nickname
Blaz.
there, huh?
Blaz.
Blaz.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. It's Braz and Blat brilliant.
Yeah.
Because Sure Horse Shield was the most brilliant name in the
It's
world.
amazing. Fuck you. After that, you engage in a deadly matchup, truth or dare or death with Polly. And that would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the two of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation, and that's bound to be much more interesting.
Hey, babes, we're making quite a noise, and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up?
Hey, you two. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, an intellectually rewarding extracurricular that enriches our minds with probably not being mentioned ever again in the future, because because continuity at the school seems to be a bit random.
I'm getting my juice out of the fridge because it's frozen. I'm going to put it on the ground next to me so I can drink it.
That's fair.
Anyway.
Noise! Let's do it! Y'all know my favorite my favorite things in the world?
Drugs?
Sexual activities?
Noise?
No, dummies, that too. But I meant chess and Russian literature. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional. Let's start a literature club!
Huh. I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club?
We wrote dope poems and made new friends?
No, the other thing.
Ah, fuck yes, that's right. So weird I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know?
Anyway, thing is, Miranda and I were already between two ideas. I propose we start the club. A delightful meta club where we enjoyed ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs.
Boring. I propose a Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club, a club where we would spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies. Whoa, you two actually know how to sound two-dimensional. But in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs?
No, our lives are fueled by this conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. That's why we need you to choose which club is the best one, because Blaz always seems to choose based on who he wants to ask to prom.
How do you know that?
So which should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies. Tough choice. Mostly because I'm like super drunk right now.
That makes sense.
A tough choice indeed. It's your opportunity to convince Polly of one of these options because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom.
Pony one is at night.
I mean, the pony one is at night, so it technically counts as a nightclub. Or the best club is clearly the club because, and then just throw some confetti.
Oh no, that sounds fun.
That sounds fun as fuck.
Oh no.
You don't have that.
I don't have that at all.
Would the top one be Smarts?
The top
I
one is
think the
probably
top one
Smarts.
was Smarts. But that's Miranda.
You want to go for Miranda?
Fuck!
You're gonna get more Miranda hearts at this point than Liam.
I know! This is bullshit!
I mean, to be fair, all you really need for Miranda is money. I think you all might need Charmed. I don't know, man. It's up to you. What do you want to go for?
What
You'll
are the
get
hearts?
stats if you go for this one. You'll get a heart if you go for this one, and minus stats.
Yeah.
What do you want, man?
The top one.
So creative.
Creative? What the fuck?
Oh,
Alright,
good point,
Good.
Blaz. I do like nightclubs.
You do realize it would be nothing like an actual nightclub, right?
Are you sure? Have you been to this Little Pony Sweet Dreams nightclub?
No, but...
Less butts and more butts, boo! Pony butts! Ponies have majestic buttocks indeed. Whoa, I just need to see this myself. I hope they know how to shake those pony asses. I have no idea what's happening.
That sums up Miranda's entire character right there.
Yeah.
The The only thing I understood was my proposal has won, and that's the only thing that matters. Huzzah! Blaze, it might be true that you only make choices based on who you want to ask to prom, but if that's true, you're off to a good start.
Fuck yeah! You can't wait to tell rad bedtime stories to ponies alongside Miranda. Meanwhile, you gain +2 charm and +1 smarts.
I'll take the stats. Goddamn.
Where are you going, Flim Flam? You want to spend that 5 money, or do you want to go somewhere else?
Nah. Well, actually, I could do that.
You need 5 money to get 5 things in any other stat.
Yeah. Is there like a benefit to like doing the other things over that? Like,
the other things get you potentially heart bonuses with people, but that's about it.
I mean, what? I don't understand the value of those necessarily.
Hearts?
Yeah, like what do they do? Like I know stats.
There's like a
get
minimum
high
amount of
stats.
hearts you need with certain characters in order for them to accept you to prom, even if you have the stats.
It's also I think I'm not sure if it's in the long version or the short version, but hearts also somewhat lower the amount of stats you need.
I should probably
To an
go
extent.
to the gym then.
You want to go to gym?
Yeah.
Okay. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous.
Hell yeah. Fuck you.
In the next round, you find yourselves on a team with Zoe, Miranda, Dahlia, and the anagram of fungus and fur that calls itself Violet and Tate.
Anagram.
You're losing. Amalgam, my bad.
Amalia.
Who wants to be Dahlia?
Yeah, I'll take this one. What voice did I? It was like a.
It was like a growly voice.
I'll stop these dodgeballs with my face!
Yes, good. Stand in front of me so that nothing ruins my expertly coiffed hair. And Zoe, go over there and, I don't know, eat their brains or something.
No can do, friendo. Too busy laughing at all this failure and imagining everybody naked. Plus, my popcorn's almost ready.
No. You're doing this all wrong. We can see so clearly that what this team's problem is.
Is it that we're all bad at dodgeball?
Of course not. It's that you're bad at relationships. It's so obvious. Dahlia has the perfect sports body, but no understanding of tactics.
Oh, tactics, you right in the mouth!
Miranda is a natural leader, but her frail figure makes her unfit for team athletics. I wear my brittle bones with pride as proof of noble inbreeding.
Oh God.
But if they were to fuse into a single being, they would be unstoppable. You know, you might have a point. Princess Muscles, will you join your Prom with my brains?
Sure, I can do that. I think I saw it on TV once.
Time seems to freeze as Dahlia and Miranda spontaneously burst into dance.
Yeah.
They gyrate, sashay, and pirouette towards each other until Dahlia picks up Miranda and puts her on her shoulders.
Yeah.
It's just as we thought. The power of love has made them unstoppable on the dodgeball court. They're obliterating the competition with a combination of keen strategic insight and raw muscularity.
Want to draw fan art, but can't look away.
Yes, love really does conquer. Uh-oh.
Hey guys, this game is over. We won. You can stop subjugating the other team now. I mean it. Hey, stop establishing a police state and ruling it with an iron fist. That's not what the gym is for. Oh, geez, they've gone mad with power. If we don't do something to separate them, we're doomed.
Hell yeah, you're great at fucking shit up. You hatch a devious plan. You know what they say, three's a crowd, invite a third wheel to come ruin their fusion, or remind Miranda that if she really wants to follow Violet and Tate's advice, she should make sure to feed on her host's brain.
I feel like the top one is either smarts or creativity.
Which I'm pretty good at in both fields.
But eating brains.
Mm-hmm.
As long
like
as it's
that's
not bold, yeah.
That
That one feels like it would
the bold
probably
one.
be bold.
They're either bold or it could also be creative.
Yeah.
It's up to you, man. First one or second one?
I don't. Well, I don't think there's really a
I feel
thing.
like the
for,
top one is the safest bet.
I don't think there's any like heart thing for Zoe. Here.
I really think that going like this is perfect for that little fungus thing.
You're right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try the top one.
All right. So creative. That's creativity. Too many cooks spoil the broth, and you've got just the guy to shit in everyone's soup. You send a quick text and, which ep kicks? You're making a monster centipede in here or what?
Oh God, who summoned Leonard? I'm out. Oh no! Don't
Well,
tell me it's
I'm
not a negative.
way in.
Mirandalia stops her rampage momentarily, disturbed by this new development.
Into what?
Our three-way fusion. Duh!
Oh my.
I was thinking Miranda could be the front, Dahlia could be the rear, and I'll take the middle position. Best of both worlds, baby!
Excuse me, the front of what?
The centipede, you stupid femoid! The way it works is, you eat all the food, and then...
What?
Oh no!
You expect me to eat? Dahlia, put me down. I must away to the locker rooms to watch this cretin's blasphemy from my ears.
Yeah. I think I need a long shower too. Maybe fusion wasn't such a hot idea after all.
Indeed, I'm all for force majeure, I don't know, and the tyranny of the strong, but not if it forces me to consume calories manually. Thank you, Flim Flam, for helping us see the error of our ways.
Leonard tries to follow Miranda and Dahlia into the showers, but Dahlia is still pretty good at punching all on her own. Everyone's so grateful for you for stopping the rampage that no one thinks to ask why you have Leonard's number. Phew, you gain +2 fire and +1 boldness. I love playing Leonard so much.
He's the best.
Every time he shows
And
up,
the
I have to
worst.
quickly say something so that no one else takes him from me.
Fucking Leonard, the king incel.
Oh. What a gross thing.
That
he
weekend,
is.
something happened to Thuggy D.
Hooray! I hope it's a good thing.
You're kicking it underwater at Miranda's palace. It's always a dicey situation seeing how the dissidents are treated in her kingdom. But she's used her royal connections to procure the next season of Bobo the Angsty Zebra before it's even out on Wetflix, the premier Mer streaming service, so it's worth risking beheading.
First of all, my kingdom would never sanction such beheadings, willy-nilly, and frankly, I could have you beheaded for insinuating such a thing.
I am excited to absorb the information from this television program on the grounds that a broad survey of internet criticisms indicate that it is the best Wetflix show.
Which of the coven is... he's the tall one.
He's the tall one
He's
with
the tall one.
glasses, the
Yep.
one that gives good cunnilingus to Polly.
Yeah, let's not talk about that right now.
Yes, it explores the monster condition in both the fearless and crude way.
And I like that it was silly talking animals.
Yay, silly talking animals. Now, what shall I ask my vast array of kitchen sea monkeys to cook up for us?
Oh, I was kind of assuming we would order a pizza if we're binge watching a Wetflix show.
Oh, how perfectly quaint. Of course, if I have commoners over, I should indulge in commoner practices. A pizza it shall be. Now, what toppings do you suggest?
This question is irrelevant because I am unable to consume caloric substances in the way of organic life forms.
And I was gonna suggest a pizza with the cold sweats of a dreamer experiencing a nightmare and the shrieks of the dying. But it might give the rest of you indigestion.
Oh, let's get a pizza with a pizza on top. And then there could be pizzas on the pizzas.
If we can't choose a topping, maybe I should just behead someone after all.
Nope, you can think of the perfect topping by consulting one of your friends, Miranda, on Miranda's shell phone. Get it? And that friend is...
Get it?
Blue, a game changer when it comes to pizza toppings. She is the one who introduced cheese as a pizza topping. Before that, pizza used to be covered in yogurt. That is true. I was the one who introduced cheese as a pizza topping. Or Blaze. so disrupted that that he has been banned. Blaz, my bad. So disrupted that he has been banned from Ancient Academy of Pizza Topping by the Pizza Topping Masters due to the dangerously vulgarist ideas, or vanguardist ideas. Who you going with, Thuggy D?
You going with? There is a right
Coin.
answer.
You gonna flip a coin?
Sex is blue.
Yes!
And no cash value is Blaze. Don't ask if I have a coin that has these things on it, because I couldn't give you a real answer. Sex.
Hell
Damn
yeah. So creative. After a brief and incredibly informative and creative brainstorming session with Blue, you hang up the shell phone, redial, and order a pizza. It arrives not too long later, and everyone is delighted to take a bite of the pizza and discover...
Ooh, pineapple and good grades.
I'd like to inform that I probably wouldn't have said pineapple, but hey, you know, never mind. Maybe I would have. Who's to say? Pineapple's actually a pretty okay topping. I just, you know, I have to be kind of on the fence with it a lot of the time because I don't actually like Hawaiian pizza, but I do like pineapple and other things. Anyway, anyway.
I'll admit I do not usually enjoy a dish so common and vulgar as pineapple on pizza, but it does pair well with academic excellence.
It's funny because the taste of genius is quite reminiscent of the taste of insanity. And yeah, it does go well with pineapple.
I do not possess taste buds. But I am enjoying my friends' enjoyment of their sustenance.
As are you, all
Yay.
thanks to Blue and you for choosing her. Those great grades get you +2 smarts, and the whole pizza situation is automatic, +1 fun, of course. God, I'm fucking smart!
Yeah, you are. Holy shit.
Everyone choose a food. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Poutine.
Ah, fuck, I clicked.
Well, fuck.
I'm not looking.
Everyone,
I'm not looking.
Say quickly, look it down.
I'm just randoming. I already saw it.
It's random,
Okay.
fine.
I already saw it. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
Butthole.
My bad, guys. Sorry.
Womp womp.
Week 2 morning. Where you headed, Thuggy D?
Let's go get more fun.
You wanna be fun?
Yeah.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan, the small magical Latino cat, slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes!
Okay.
You finally manage to snag a few moments alone. Somebody go to the Wikia or something and get the stat requirements for these things. Anyway, you finally manage to snag a few moments alone. You take the opportunity to open up that locket you bought from the shop. Inside is a faded sepia photograph of a young woman. A chill suffices the air, and a reedy voice speaks to you from nowhere. That was Esmeralda, my one true love. If only I had been better to her. But I fell in love with the bottle instead. Forgive me. I should introduce myself. My name is Winston Montgomery, and this is my story.
Whoa! Did that disembodied voice just admit to having a drinking problem? I love imbibing alcohol spirits!
What? Says the voice. What about my quest to redeem myself? This is bound to be an adventure full of pathos and complex lore. Fuck that! Polly's way hotter than this dumb antique locket. You crush it up and divide it into lines.
Hell yeah! I can't wait to spend an entire plotline with my good friend Thuggy D, getting absolutely twisted on freaky drugs. I heard your special holiday-related interactions with our classmates got kind of dark and emotional, but that's not gonna happen with me. I'm Polly, baby! No skeletons in my closet. I'm a ghost. Ghosts don't got no skeletons. But wait.
Polly locks eyes with you, suddenly very serious.
We can't do these drugs without taking the proper safety precautions. Responsible drug use is the cornerstone of health.
You couldn't agree more. You share your #1 haunted locket snorting safety tip with her to show her you know what's up. Polly, you deserve nothing more than pure, unadulterated spirit. Test this locket to make sure it's cut with Lich or Banshee or Clorox. Or, always stay hydrated.
I know the
Top
stat
one is
requirements
top
on
one is
both.
smarts, right?
No,
Oh,
the top
I
one is
think-
charm. The bottom one is smarts.
bottom one is smarts.
Well, bam. There we go.
You
I
wanna
mean,
go-
that's
you
what
wanna
I
go-
wanted to say anyways.
Always stay hydrated, please, please. So smart. Yes, hydration is critical to a good drug experience. Normal water goes right through me, so I always keep a flask of holy water on hand in case I get thirsty. And if I'm really thirsty, I just think about one of my classmates naked and get super wet. I love hydration. All right, enough talking. Let's play Do the Drugs. You do the hell out of those drugs, netting yourself +2 charm. But then somebody has to show up and spoil your +1 fun.
Come on, you two. Getting
Remember-
high on random
buddy.
substances again.
Buddy, remember what you said at the end.
I'll change the voice.
No, leave it the same. Perfect.
Oh, come on, you two. Getting high on random substances again? This has got to stop. You're taking unnecessary risks and screwing up your life.
What life? This is my afterlife, girls.
What's wrong with your voice? Holly, you know that that's not what Joy meant. It's just you do take a lot of drugs.
Okay, well, answer me this. Are you this judgmental of Damien and Scott chugging energy drinks like water or eating high sugar junk food? You cool with that?
It's not the same.
Isn't it? Okay, let me turn the happy-go-lucky Polly off for a second here. Does ecstasy carry more immediate risk than chocolate? Sure. But that doesn't mean you cannot fuck your health abusing caffeine and regulated sugars, or that you can't do recreational drugs in a mindful way. If your whole substance use policy boils down to don't do drugs, kids, you'll never learn to actually think about what you're putting in your body.
So you'd rather go around telling kids to do drugs? Great plan, Polly.
I'm not saying that, but kids are going to realize there are some drugs that can actually be fun, regardless of what you tell them. So you can stick with your anti-drug bullshit and get a lot of uneducated people, or you can try to actually give proper substance use advice. You know, stuff like, know the substance, know your body, and know the context. Always do drugs to have a good time, never to escape a bad one. Build your own set of rules and never break them, so you maintain control of your consumption.
Those are actually pretty decent principles.
Of course they are! When I was alive, I was pretty kick-ass when it came to taking drugs responsibly. Aaron, do you want to be her?
I mean, we've seen you doing meth just because you're bored of the afterlife, so I find that hard to believe.
It's not the same. Know your body, remember? I'm a ghost. I don't got no body to fuck up. But when I was alive, I didn't do that kind of fucked up stuff. Nah, no way of doing that without fucking yourself up too bad, too fast. And when I did the other stuff, be it ecstasy, coke, shrooms, or whatever, I did it recreationally and followed all that advice. Listen, I'm not saying you should go and do some acid, nor am I saying you should never eat candy or drink coffee. There's a good and bad way of doing both. But substance use is not the same as substance abuse. It's all about learning the difference. Anyway, I'm having a good time here, so leave me alone, okay? Why don't you focus on evil corporations marketing highly addictive sugary treats to children?
That's not a terrible idea. Sorry for judging you.
Damn right! If I want to crush up a spirit of a long-dead rando and snort it, that's my business and no one else's.
Well, hold on, that wasn't what spirit. That changes everything.
I mean, sure, you're making choices that are safe for you, but you've also got to do your due diligence to make sure you're not harming other people.
You won't leave me alone, will you? I started to think you three have a buzzkill kink or something.
Well, maybe if you'd ever been harmed by someone's drug use, you wouldn't be so cavalier about these things.
Big assumption you're making there. You think I've never been harmed by someone's substance abuse? Someone else's substance abuse is how I died.
Seriously, Polly, now's not the time for your hilarious running gag. You're being irresponsible and you need to...
Or am I? Okay, fuck this. You think this is irresponsible? How about I show you irresponsible?
That doesn't seem necessary.
But it's too late. Polly's normally bubbly energy undergoes a complete and horrible change. She recedes into the wall, and all throughout the school you begin to hear the sounds of screaming and explosions.
Fuck.
Aaron, you're in it! You're in it, Aaron. Aren't you glad?
Hell yeah.
All right, what are my stats there? What do I need? Okay.
You want to
I
spend
guess
that 5
let's
money?
go- What?
Said you want to spend that 5 money?
Yeah, probably. Let's go to the gym.
Shouldn't you be out there trying to romance a classmate or something? Anyway, welcome.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You
Fucking-
want the lemon?
No, don't want the lemon.
You want the present? It could be anything.
It could be anything. It could even be a lemon.
It could even be a lemon.
I've never seen the
there-
map. But it's 8, so you can't get it.
Yeah, I can't get that.
Map.
What do I need?
Fun. So you could get like the funny glasses. You could also make
Yeah.
your charm better by getting the Latin accent.
Let's do charm.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
charms in double digits now.
Hell
Too sexy 7.
Do do do. I don't even know who I'm going for anymore.
Yeah.
Weren't you gonna go for Miranda?
I was gonna, but I'm so smart.
Go for Calculester.
Is that all you need for Calculester?
I mean, I know that's one of the things you need.
I'm gonna get some more money. I'm gonna go for Vera.
Sure.
That you spend some time in the library PC spending malicious spam emails in hope of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money.
Hell yeah.
You set it on a computer to do the kind of internet research that will necessitate clearing your browsing history when you notice 3 of your most fuckable classmates deep in thought in the computer over.
Have you tried clicking it?
I cannot click it, friend Scott. It is a checkbox marked I am not a robot. Get off my cheek, Scott.
Get off my cheeks, Scott. Do-do-do.
Okay, I'm out of ideas. Unless... Have you tried clicking it?
Preparing to vent air in an approximation of organic exasperation. Sigh.
Oh, Blue, maybe you can help us. Calculester was just attempting to participate. Oh,
no, not.
oh, a ghost just went by and a bunch of screaming and dead bodies and oh, wow. Calculester was attempting to participate in a heated online discussion regarding the proper pronunciation of giraffe, which we all know is pronounced J-iraffe with a J, even though it's spelled with a G.
But this page is fiendishly designed to prevent robot participation. I've passed the Turing test and the Voight-Kampf test, but this test, it is too much for me.
Don't give up, Cal. There's gotta be a way to do it. Right, Blue?
This is more of an anti-robot discrimination we've seen for years. Time to fight for robot rights and use the internet freely through aggressive lobbying or click the damn box.
Click the damn box.
I think that might be boldness.
This
Yeah.
is boldness, you think?
I think maybe.
Probably.
Let's do this one then.
So smart. Lobbying? I don't understand. Is this a democracy thing?
I think it's when you wait in the lobby whining and whimpering because no one will let you outside.
Searching internal database for a more plausible definition. Definition found. Lobbying noun. Seeking to influence a politician or public official on an issue.
Oh, Father does this all the time. We call it gunboat diplomacy.
I do it all the time, too. Last year, I collected 1,000 signatures to convince the governor to make sports our official state bird.
Perfect. There has never been a team so well suited to influence a legislative body.
Oh no.
This is factually inaccurate, but I am moved by your concern for my rights.
Then it's settled. Let's manipulate the opinions of our representatives by any means necessary.
1 letter writing campaign, 2 political assassinations, and 3 threats of invasion later.
We did it, I think. I don't understand politics, really.
We did do it, Scott. Of course, our legislators weren't thrilled about the idea of completely unrestricted internet. So we struck a compromise. If anyone's going to be kicked off the internet, it should be humans.
This doesn't affect us at all because we're monsters.
That's right, Scott. And since humans were the ones causing all the problems on the internet to begin with, I'd say we've done a good deed today.
Excellent. The Captcha Test has been replaced with an anti-human test. Prove you are not a human by solving complex math equation while watching this video of a puppy being killed with a hammer.
Oh.
Finally, something I can do.
The pure joy on Calculus's face totally makes up for all the flagrant manipulation of the political system. You gain +2 boldness and +1 charm.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Where you headed, my dude?
I guess I'll go to the auditorium.
And get some creativity?
Oh, is that what
Yeah.
Bam. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. It doesn't seem to be an ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way of getting there. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of your life as you're into the deal, but who cares? They're not happening in game anyway.
Yeah.
Who fucking
fair.
cares? You notice Zoe with a big grin on her, amalgam of chaotic nightmares she has used to form her face. It's adorable.
Hey. Flip Fam, hey, guess what? My latest comic, Who Watches the Watchmen Have Sex, just got published on Weird Tales magazine. I worked so hard on it, and it's finally out there in the world. Nothing can ruin this moment for me.
That sounds like a challenge!
Oh no!
Leonard, come on. Why do you always have to slide into my DMs? Delighted moods.
Because I must shed light on injustice wherever it arises.
What
This-
about world hunger, global warming, income inequality, human trafficking?
You didn't let me finish. I must shed light on injustice wherever it arises in the world of fandom specifically.
Oh, cool.
It's not cool, Zoe. It's not cool that publishing houses are showering attention on marginalized authors just because inclusivity is hot right now. I mean, look at you. You've got it all. You're purple. You're allegedly a woman. You come from a hideous dimension beyond mortal comprehension. Any magazine would die to be able to associate you with its brand. But it's all shallow marketing stunt. And what's worse, it's distracting from the real injustice that is the liberal media is too scared to discuss. What about the artists who aren't part of some cool, sexy, underrepresented minority? What about us? How are we supposed to get recognized?
If I was to entertain all the BS you just said, I'd say, I don't know, maybe through a combination of talent and the numerous connections and avenues you have available to you as a privileged member of society.
Don't use the P word around me, Missy. If I'm so privileged, then how come my comic, Zombie Sluts on Fuck Island, has yet to be published?
Oh, you're the worst.
Because you spend all your time complaining about non-existent obstacles instead of getting better at art.
Huh. Perhaps you have a point. Oh no, wait! I forgot you were a girl! This can't possibly be my fault! It's much more likely that the entire industry is biased against me!
Ugh. Looks like there's only one way to solve this.
You're way ahead of her. You select the only option that makes sense. For years, you possessed the Gem of Garato, a powerful artifact capable of raising 4 people from the dead. Why not resurrect 4 great artists and ask their opinions? Or use the CalArt sorting hat to determine the objective value of the 2 comics. There's only one way. Which way?
Which way makes the most sense?
I have no idea what either of these things will do.
I feel like it's like one of them's got to be like smarts or creativity. Like I feel like to determine the objective value might be
The
smart.
top one seems more like her-ish, I think, because it's all about like freaky eldritch shit. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what stat would that be tied to? Maybe smarts.
Creativity?
Smarts or creativity, probably.
Because it's for years you've had this thing rather than you're not really thinking of anything. But I don't know. This game fucking throws you off
Be
sometimes.
pointless.
Yeah, I'll go with the top one.
Okay. So smart!
Wow.
You were saving the gem of Garato to resurrect your family in case they all died tragically for some reason, but this seems just as important.
Yeah.
You reach into the nether realm and summon
Velasquez.
Velasquez, Goya, Picasso, and El Greco. Or Greco? El Greco.
El Greso.
4 of the greatest visual artists of all times.
Oh, hey, I recognize some of these guys. Picasso helped me design my lair of mental anguish, along with MC Escher and David Lynch.
Hey Zoe, says Pablo Picasso. Long time no see. Have you heard of some fine art for us to look at?
Wrong! We have one piece of art, mine, and one piece of trash, hers. Here they are.
Says El Greco, furrowing his brow at the paintings. What sort of art is this? You seem to have placed numerous titillating images inside of tiny boxes. I don't know quite what to make of this, says Goya, holding up Leonard's piece. But even with my untrained eye, this one appears to be what we refer to the art business as a complete turd.
That's bullshit!
And I don't know what I'm looking at either, says Picasso. But I like how you put everything in little squares. I have a thing about shapes. Personally, says Velasquez, I find Zoe's piece pleasantly reminiscent. I don't fucking know, man. Velasquez. Reminiscent of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, mediated by hints of magical girl manga and The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, all of which are also influenced my own work, as you can clearly see, as you found my painting Las Medias.
Wow.
Fuck! Leonard tries to tweet angrily about how these 4 dead artists are part of the liberal establishment, but it doesn't work because they don't have Twitter. Only Instagram. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts from hanging out with famous dead painters.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Let's change places. Choose a part of your body. Say your choice out loud for the rest of the players before clicking. Mouth.
Let's see.
My mouth.
My eyes.
Your eyes. Okay.
My left hand.
Left hand. Okay.
My right shin.
Right shin. All right. Let's get going. I'm so proud of us all. Play side by side how bearable it would be to live from now on with an extra unit of that part of your body attached to your forehead.
How bearable it would be?
A shin attached to your forehead?
I don't know how bearable that'd be.
Oh, yeah. And a hand.
Having another set of eyes on top of my forehead, probably not that unbearable.
Yeah, that seems like the most logical thing to go on your forehead if it was unnatural.
Listen.
Yeah.
1 mouth is great, but 2 mouths?
Yeah, but on your forehead?
That's where I put most of my food anyway.
That's not true, and you know it.
You'd have to lose connection to your eyes because fucking, like, you have a throat going all the way up to your forehead,
I don't fucking need my eyes.
I don't think
you of all people don't need your eyes.
Also, it's just the one body part, so it's just a mouth. I don't think it goes anywhere.
Oh, it's just it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. You don't know it doesn't do anything.
That's not specified in this argument.
It's not specified at all.
I feel
Well, it just says
like the
all
eyes
body
are the
part.
best.
If we said the whole mouth, and that's your digestive system connecting to it.
I feel
Shut
like
up,
the
hand.
eyes win.
Well, what's the?
I mean, you're still more bearable, man.
Number 1 would be the most
Be
bearable. Is
simpler.
that how this works?
You would be able to use your brain. We're doing in your favor. Fight me.
Yeah.
Slice says, dude, a shin on your forehead and it's extra armor. Dude, have you ever been hitting the shin?
Yes.
Kind of.
Depends on how it's positioned. Like, is it shin down? Do you just have like this Squidward ass fucking appendage coming off of your face? Because then you gotta like that causes inconveniences, and that seems like it's something you could live with, but is less bearable than say having quadruple vision.
Yeah.
I feel like you can just turn quadruple vision into some weird, freaky fucking superpower at some.
Yeah.
imagine it would
Being able
have
to
to be
eat
the
with your
shin down.
forehead, not inconvenient in any particular way, but also in no way like useful.
Not an
So it's
asset,
like
yeah.
eyes and mouth are kind of your face ones seem to be the top two, and then I and then I think
Forehead.
Eric and I are the bottom two.
Yeah.
So what's more bearable? Another pair of eyes or a
Eyes would be the
kick-ass
most
mouth?
bearable.
I
I really just want to be able to kiss two people at once.
I'm gonna go with
Blaz!
Blast, damn it.
I mean, you ever like have your like hands full and you really just want to be able to
Well, here's the
grab
thing.
a
Does
thing
it
with your face?
Does it
Yeah, we're-
function? That's the thing, because if it's just a
We're
limp hand.
I'm gonna say yes.
Just
Say goodbye.
covering,
Yes.
covering my face. You ever like really
Okay,
don't want to see
hold up.
something, you just cover one eye.
With a hand on your forehead, you and your you can high five someone with your face.
You can also kick someone with your face.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
to
as
be fair,
valuable.
yeah, that armor would be fucking ridiculous. The shin is one of the hardest bones in the body.
You ever kick someone with your shin?
It's extremely hard. It's
Well, I
painful
was
for you
imagining
because
from
there's
This is
nerve
just
ending.
down.
lunchtime anyway, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna. This is just lunchtime anyway, so I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Where you going?
Okay. Could go for Liam's, since he's with Polly.
I love how Polly goes off and does like all these bad things, then she just eats lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, what up?
It just has normal lunchtime.
I don't have any money, so I can't spend it. On good stuff. What would the top left one? What would that give me? Like
That would give
stats?
you +4 to one of two stats. I'm not sure which stat it will be, but you don't get any hearts.
Yeah, let's go to the table with Liam.
Liam,
Yeah. We'll get some hearts.
you sit down for lunch, but you can hardly eat anything because eating.
Oh.
What about partying till your soul becomes confetti? Oh fuck, she's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Eating. What about partying till your soul becomes confetti?
It's
Oh, no, she-
okay. You get used to it after a bit. Are you gonna take a pic of that meal?
What?
What?
What the fuck?
That's it.
No!
What?
She's pissed, so you
got a
don't get
commission
anything?
for this run, boys.
Oh fuck! That didn't happen last time.
Yeah, she just had a normal thing. Fuck! What happened?
Where you want? Where you want to go? Me? I don't know. Me? Fucking. I'll go here. I'm gonna buy the treasure map.
Oh,
God
man.
Damn it.
I'm going to Zoe and Damien.
You sit with Zoe and Damien. Damien seems angry, but I don't want energy. Which is very weird for him. You feel an urge to chat.
You're so entertained by his suffering.
It's great.
Don't talk to me, fuck mice. I have a cold and I feel like shit.
Hey.
I just wanna drink my soup and murder someone.
Hey, you're like method acting.
What's that adorable little cup you're drinking from?
What? This cup is not adorable. It's a trophy that I took from the super buff dude after I killed him.
But it says #1 son of all hell on it.
Yeah, well, maybe the buff dude was the #1 son of all hell before I killed him and took his mug. Shut up, don't look at me. Oh,
I love him.
Okay, well, if you have no sentimental attachment to it, I guess you'd sell it to me for 10,000 money.
Yeah, right. Like you have that much money.
Dude, I was an eldritch deity devouring souls for centuries. You think I never took their swag along the way? Give me the cup.
No, it's my number one son of all hell, Mug, and you can't have it. Get away from it with your tentacles and your mouth and your invasive questions.
Why? Why should I get away? Why?
This could go on like this all lunch, but maybe if you jump in, you can curry favor for one of them. Leave Damien alone,
Aw.
Zoe. He can't sell or give this cup away because he's under a terrible curse. That means he must keep it in his possession. It has nothing to do with paternal love or... Psst, Zoe, watch this. Of course this cup couldn't belong to Damien. He's the number 8 son of all hell at best.
Oh, I love Damien and his number one son cup, but I want to fuck Zoe, so let's go with that one. Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Flim Flam. Yeah, I guess you're right. Damien is a pretty lousy demon son.
What? No, I'm not.
No, I heard that you were. I heard that your dads don't even like you. Oh,
No, that is
Zoe.
a lie. My dads love me. My dads love me so fucking much. So much that the dwarven slaves in the 6th circle of hell forged me this number one son of all hell cup. And they gave it to me because they think I'm the number one son of all hell and I'll cherish it forever. Ah!
I
Oh,
love
man.
him so much.
he's so great. Oh man, it would have driven me absolutely insane not to know whether that cup was his or not. Aw, I love when we get to see a glimpse into Damien's soft side. Me
And
too.
hopefully, you'll get a glimpse of Zoe's soft side on prom night.
Yeah.
Ew, no, wait, that sounded so skeezy, I take it back. Pretend I said nothing nice about our favorite Eldritch cutie pie instead. Prom.
Prom.
Where you going, Thuggy D?
Fucking let's go hang out with the wolf pack again.
Fuck yeah! You puff yourself up, hoping to look as big and tough and sporty as possible when you take your seat next to the wolf pack.
Hey, you. You know what it means that you took a seat at the wolf pack stable?
Well, it probably means that you don't care that
Hey,
much about
Peter.
defining which love interest you're pursuing, and/or that table was already taken.
Means you're now one of us.
Who's he dressed as?
Coach Tiger?
No,
He's got like the
No.
little claws on his hand.
that's what Polly dresses up as.
Yeah.
He has some kind of like claw.
He's got the
don't
heart
know.
boxers on. Fucking, I got nothing.
Fuck it,
Yeah.
man. I don't know.
One of us. One of us. One of us. Took us around the second lunch is over. We're 100% go back to hating you because you're weak and not at their level, bruh. But for now, you might as well enjoy living your best werewolf life to the max. Sometimes we like to stick with a classic blankety hating all other monsters, but other days we like to be aggressively inclusive. And you caught us on an aggressively inclusive day. Yeah, bro. So, what classic werewolf activity you like to do in these brief, glorious moments you get to be part of the T-E-A-M-E? Question mark. Exclamation mark.
Correcting their spelling of team probably isn't a classic werewolf activity. Better go with something more like howling at the moon or practicing ikebana, the ancient Japanese art of floral arrangements, just super wolfy.
Fucking probably howling at the moon.
Go for it, man.
We love howling at the moon, but floating with the moon is even better. Let's go outside and float with the moon right now.
Head outside where the moon is visible in broad daylight, because why the fuck not? You kick things off, telling Moon that you're sorry to bother her, but you wanted to say just how much you appreciate the way she controls the tide so gracefully. Then the wolf pack steps up and continues in the charming yet respectful tone you set.
Hey, Moon, is there a mirror in your pocket so I can see myself in your pants? Yeah.
Well, never mind then.
Hey, Moon, are you an astronaut? Because your ass is out of this world, and I can see myself in that, too. Actually, so are you an astronaut with a mirror in your spacesuit?
Suddenly, a piece of paper wafts down from the sky. It appears to be a letter, and it reads,
Dear Thuggy D, thank you for respecting my boundaries and not using a crude opening line before we've even gotten to know each other. I'm very flattered and appreciative. Thank you again, the Moon.
Also, Ian says hi.
Huh. I guess maybe it's a good idea to be respectful to women and treat them as people, even when sometimes they're the moon and not people. Yeah, being respectful to women is the best. Let's get some pussy by being considerate and respectful.
And with that, they're off. You hear laughter and look over to see Vera and Polly deep in conversation.
It's all coming together.
That's just her.
Letter from the Moon classic. I can't believe they fell for it. The only thing better than a good prank is what someone else's expense is a prank that also teaches valuable lessons about being slightly less douchey.
Oh, well, that makes you way more sense than the Moon actually writing a letter. You still gain +4 charm for not being disgusting. Trade places. Choose an activity. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Masturbating.
Okay. Flirting with the Moon.
Fucking man.
Fucking man. All right.
Fucking men.
Giving people hugs.
Giving people hugs. Okay, and what you got, Eric?
Thumb wrestling.
Thumb wrestling. All right. Player orders decide based on how weird yet interesting your Let's Twitter date will be if it revolves around doing this activity together. Both of us flirting with the Moon.
Yeah.
You both picked flirting with the moon?
If the whole date revolves around flirting with the moon, that's a little weird. That is a little weird. Masturbating? It's out there, but I mean, it's Tinder.
Yeah. It is tender. So.
Fucking hugging? Mine's a little weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Who's your thumb wrestling for a whole day? That's pretty fucking out.
That sounds fun.
Alright, so I'm thinking moon, thumb wrestling, fucking hugging, and then masturbating.
Probably.
Well, is it the weirdest one goes first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on how weird it would be.
The masturbating goes last.
It's Tinder.
Yeah, it's Tinder. Tinder's all about getting that dick wet.
Oh,
Bam,
okay.
bam, bam, bam. Nighttime.
It's nighttime.
Alright, so who's Paula gonna just fucking shut down this time?
So I'm not going after Vera anymore because I have a spiffy treasure map, and I'm hoping that that does something for me. So I'm gonna head and get some fun. Cause fun. Oh no! I meant to do that. Obviously, I wanted the treasure box. Obviously, I wanted this. Obviously, that's exactly what I wanted. I got a gun.
Okay.
The Xmas gun. Story tells that long ago Santa used to give naughty boys this instead of coal. Lead instead of coal. Obviously. Who needs creativity when you have a gun?
22 boldness.
Fuck yeah!
God.
Way to ride the wave, man.
What's my creativity?
Fucking
charm,
wasted
and fun?
shit. You're like, no.
I don't even think I can. Wait, do I have enough time? I have enough time to do the treasure map thing still. Good.
What's my creativity and charm looking like?
Actually, no, I don't have enough time. Fuck.
Suck.
Damn it. Oh, your creativity. Was that your creativity and charm?
Yeah.
You have 11 creativity and 12 charm. I'm fucked.
A little bit.
I'm gonna go for. I imagine it's just the total of the stats and not necessarily.
I don't know, man.
I'll go to the gym.
Jim?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go and stand up to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain +10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you'd be lucky if you do anything with that, and +2 charm.
Yeah.
During a break between dodgeball matches, you spot Coach shouting some encouraging words at Zoe. Come on, Zoe, let's go! 100 burpees! What? Burpees?
What the fuck?
You know what burpee
Okay.
is?
Yeah. You don't know what burpees
I don't
are?
know what burpees are, no.
They're like when you
push-up and then
do like
jump
a
thing.
jumping jack, and then you get down on the floor and do a push-up.
Oh, those things.
Oh.
It's the fun exercise. It's fun to say. Don't you want to be your best self?
Of course I do, Coach, and I'm so grateful for all the time and attention you spend on us students.
You know what they say? Time and attention are the dead list of the soul.
Sure, but with all the time you spend learning about and encouraging us, how many people have taken the time to get to know you? I mean, we don't even know your real name.
Oh, my name. It's...
Or why you decided to become a high school coach? Tell us about that.
Well, if you really want to know, I first fell in love with sports through the noble game of beach volleyball. It's... Okay, but that's not why I became coach. No, I became a coach because of my father.
Oh, was he a great coach too?
Nope, he was quite the opposite. A tiger tycoon who made billions selling unhealthy sugar-frosted cornflakes to kids. With his ill-gotten gains, he bought us a fabulous home in the jungles of Miami. But to me, it was no better than a cardboard box. No better than the cardboard boxes that shipped that sugary cereal out to the unmuscled children all over the world. I had to escape. And when I did, I vowed to devote my life to helping kids stay healthy. But even so, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to do enough to make up for the sins of my father.
Aw, hey Coach, don't be sad. You're a great coach, and I'm sure any of us here would love to help you in your crusade against unhealthy breakfast.
Zoe looks around for other students to agree with her, but they all very carefully ignore her. You, on the other hand, kind of want to smooch Zoe, so you offer your aid. You replace breakfast with a more exciting morning activity, so kids do that instead of eating. No breakfast means no unhealthy breakfast. Or, let's create a new hip mascot for healthy food. Kids love new hip mascots.
So that bottom one's probably creativity.
That one's creativity.
And the first one's probably smarts.
Which my smarts is what?
10.
I'm gonna pick the bottom one.
Okay. So creative!
Yeah.
After a few moments brainstorming with Zoe and a little alchemy and a lot of luck, you create your own super hip health food mascot.
Coach, allow me to present you with... Xander, the teenage essential amino acid.
The two of you step aside to reveal Xander, a shambling bundle of vaguely human-shaped proteins wearing a baseball cap.
Also the voice of Joker in Persona.
Sup, everybody? I'm Xander, the teenage essential amino acid. I'm essential because your body is unable to synthesize me on its own, and if you don't have me, you'll suffer from protein deficiency. Sweet guitar riff echoes in the background. Symptoms of protein deficiency include elevated risk of infection, edema, fragile hair, and kidney failure. Dudes.
Nice.
It's working. I think he's really appealing to the youth demographic.
Coach is right. All over your gym, your classmates are crowding around to give Xander high fives and learn skateboarding tricks from him. You really outdone yourselves this time. Also, you should probably get more essential amino acids. In the meantime, have +2 smarts and +1 money for character licensing.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Bruh. We're gonna head.
Oh, right. It's
Where you heading? Where you heading, Aaron?
Oh, what do we got here? Okay.
You wanna get some boldness? Wanna get some creativity?
I hate to be here. You know? Fucking. Yeah, let's get some. I don't know, man.
It doesn't matter.
I would say at this point, your boldness isn't gonna get to a good
Creativity?
point.
Yeah.
You wanna go creativity?
Yeah.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate to something a bit more useful. It seems that 7 roses equal 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain +2 creativity.
Nice.
It's business as usual at Spooky High, except that lately Polly becomes a wrathful specter from time to time in order to terrorize the entire school. No one can sit down in class because chairs are constantly flying across the room and water fountains are gushing blood and everyone's drugs are gone.
This is unacceptable.
I'm sure there's a way to solve this peacefully. We only need to talk to Polly. She's actually very nice when you get to know her.
No, Faith, there's only one solution. A climactic showdown wherein we seal Polly inside an enchanted jar to end her rampage.
Pump the brakes, you three. In my experience, anytime someone says there's only one solution, there are usually multiple solutions.
We're not interested in doing any crimes, Vera.
Only 5 or 6 of my potential solutions involve crimes. How about this one, though? Has it ever occurred to you that Polly might have a reason for flipping out like this?
You know, Vera has a point. Ghosts usually only behave like this when they have some kind of unfinished business.
Everyone has some unfinished business, and it'd be a nice change of pace if, instead of judging other people as allies or enemies from your self-righteous throne, you actually tried to understand them better.
Okay, then. What's Polly's deal?
You're higher than she if you think I'll go around talking about her private life. Polly is one of the only people I would never betray. She's one of the few good ones around here. But you go ahead and do your best to get to understand her. And if I see you trying to seal her inside of an enchanted whatever, I'll make this your final season.
Was it really too much to ask her just to tell us what's going on?
But Joy, she's not wrong. How can we pretend to save people if we don't try to learn without the hurting?
Fine.
Okay, we're on the same page now, but what are we supposed to do in order to learn about the unfinished business of a troubled ghost?
In these situations, there's always a pale, creepy kid who can talk to ghosts. We just need to get that little fucker to spill the beans, or use a Ouija board to call her mom.
A Wega board.
First one is charm.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
And second one is smarts.
Well, those are both high for me, but
Pretty sure you
charm
got
is
both of
higher.
these. Which one's
Yeah.
more? Which one's more interesting to you?
I like Ouija board more than the little fucker who talks to ghosts, but the little fucker also sounds really funny for what has otherwise been an upsetting thing. So let's go with the little creepy fucker.
All right.
Okay.
This is the one we didn't get last time. We did the mom one last time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that kid Cole over at Spooky Elementary School is super pale and talks to ghosts all the time. He's been in like 3 different horror movies.
He's got to know something about Polly.
You find Cole sitting alone in the darkened church. He is indeed super pale, stares off to space a lot, and has a tendency to mumble.
Honestly, this doesn't seem like the type of guy Polly would hang out with, but what the hell, right?
Hey kid, do you know anything about how Pollygeist died?
Cole turns his dead eyes on you, then suddenly he says in a tone far too solemn for a kid, "Yeah, of course I do. I talk to Polly all the time." What's up?
Aww,
I will.
it's small.
My niece is here. Give me a second.
Give you 2 seconds and you'll enjoy them.
You can fucking like it.
I was expecting Commander, but it was just a tiny.
Oh my god. A tiny voice I hear.
She got mad at me. She's like, "My pants keep falling down because they're too tight."
Wait a
like,
minute.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
How?
Should have had her come in here and read this.
Yeah.
I talk to Polly all the time. She would have been like. Anyway.
How so? Does she creep into your room at night, plague your nightmares, and compel you to draw creepy pictures of you murdering your parents?
Nah, I just text her a lot on WhatsApp. She added me because we're number neighbors. Every couple of weeks she gets super drunk and starts talking about that car accident and... You know what? I feel like sharing any more would violate the sacred bond between number neighbors. If you really want to know, you should probably just ask her yourself. She's really open. At least, she's really open with me, a random boy she added on a messaging app because we have similar phone numbers.
Yeah, that sounds very Polly. Anyway, thanks, kid. You've been a big help.
Cole shrugs and returns to his busy schedule of staring creepily off into space. You gain some important knowledge about your friend and +2 smarts and +1 creativity.
Hell.
I would say I definitely prefer the other one more.
In the other one, you learn from Polly's mom that the tall one of the coven gives great cunnilingus, apparently.
Apparently. She's fucking
Specifically
Polly's
to
mom.
Polly.
Apparently, Polly talks to her mom about that kind of thing. So, you know, whatever. So, where you want to go?
Let's go-
Class, library, bathrooms? Probably not
Go-
library, I'm guessing.
Probably not. No. Let's go to class.
What?
That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is actually supposed to be the primary activity of high school. You gain +2 smarts.
Hell yeah.
Another day of class, another seemingly arbitrary group project given by Mrs. the Loch Ness Monster. Upgrade calculus.
God.
I love her outfit.
Oh,
It's
that's so
great.
cute.
Meow, I'm my sister.
Upgrade calculaster. What is every other group doing for this assignment? He's our only robo classmate.
Yeah, besides Calculester is absolutely perfect as he is.
Error. Factual inaccuracy. I have multiple bugs.
Having bugs doesn't make you any less perfect. Swarm of flesh-eating beetles often follow in my dreadful wake, and I'm still crazy hot.
I too sometimes become crazy hot. It's called overheating, and it is another problem with my physical form. Just let me improve your self-esteem, mechanical mortal.
I mean, hooray, body positivity!
Look, I get where you're coming from, Zoe, and Calculaster is great as he is, but our grades won't be unless we buckle down. Buckling down is what you're best at, other than guessing which classmates you'd like to would like what response. But now isn't the time for that. Except it is.
Except it is.
We should improve him as an
love
individual
the loss.
by improving the only traits that mattered in life: smarts, charm, creativity, boldness, and fun. Or we have to rename him Calculaster X, triple his price, offer him in his shiny new colors with bigger screens.
Oh my god. Let's go with the top one.
Bam! So smart!
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
of course! In immersing myself completely in Spooky High, I've quickly come to realize that traits like honor, nobility, empathy, and logic have no place here.
Void Girl and Blaz
Blaz.
called it Calculaster. Let's farm those stats.
Well, we're already in class, so that's 1 smarts for Calculester, right? All we have to do is finish this assignment.
Which we'll do by getting him 1 smarts. Booyah. Next, we should get some creativity.
By rehearsing for a play in the auditorium, and then we can get some boldness in the bathroom.
What?
That was really
Why would you
meta.
get boldness from going in the bathroom? That makes no goddamn sense.
Logic dictates that it requires absolutely no boldness for carbon-based life forms to fulfill basic biological functions.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
However, fulfilling these same biological functions as a non-living entity requires a great deal of boldness.
QED, bitches, to the bathroom!
You scamper off to the toilet zone where Calculaster takes the boldest artificial dump you've ever seen. I stand corrected. You tally up your results, and it turns out you've collected 2 smarts, 2 creativity, and 2 boldness. You split up all the proceeds, and you end up with 2 smarts and 1 creativity, because math isn't a stat at high school.
Oh, I've got nothing. I'm not winning this
Something
at all.
happened that week to Flim Flam.
Flim Flam.
What are you doing, Flim Flam?
You're getting coffee and relaxing since the weekend seems to be the only time where you can escape from all the high school wacky misadventures, and yet you're suddenly surrounded by soldiers, which can only mean one thing.
Oh, hello there, loyal subject. You know that I was just now thinking about?
Yourself?
Myself! I would be such a wonderful mer ruler, you know. The chances are slim, of course. But what with all my older sisters, and of course Daddy's in great health since he outlawed all diseases.
Of course.
But I realized that if I were to become ruler, and stranger things have happened, I bet some people would even find you attractive. Whoever my consort would be will also be a ruler. Whomsoever I choose to date might very well fucking Eric. Whomever I choose to date might very well become my prom date, who might very well become my one true love and my kingdom's ruler. And of course, my kingdom gets larger all the time as we generously save our countries from their own independence and bring them into our fold. So of course, sometimes peasants get a little confused as to whom they belong, which means my prom date must be a strong ruler just in case. Between Blue and Plias.
Blaz.
He can't even get my name right. That's why he doesn't deserve this.
Fuck you. Who do you believe would be the best ruler? Who should the time come for? Eric. Eric.
I don't know. You seem pretty disrespectful towards
Who knows
Blaz.
the most about ruling? Blue is an expert ruler. She was the captain of the dodgeball team once, and nobody died. That maybe even one, can't really remember. Or Blaz is a ruler expert. He has them all. Yardsticks, tape measures, metric imperial. That probably translates somehow. Fuck you with that funny ass fucking response.
You're going for Miranda. He's going for Liam. So I'll pick Blue.
You whore.
You made
I can't
your.
even.
Yay!
I can't
Oh
even.
my!
Yeah, can you not?
Probably not.
Surviving dodgeball at our school, that is a feat. And to lead such untalented athletes to a victory, possibly, is an even surer sign that their prowess is a ruler. Perhaps they will rule by my side when I am prom queen, and then rule also by my side when I am a regular, actual, literal queen. Thank you for your input, Flim Flam. Perhaps when and if Blue and I rule, you shall be our royal advisor.
Fuck yeah, royal advisor. Sam's down good. Again, let's do
Sounds
fun.
damn
Damn
good.
good. Damn good.
Sounds bam-a-lam.
Everybody choose a
Alright.
video game. Sarah, choice
Guys.
out loud to the players for clicking. What's up?
I actually need to.
I know. I
Yeah,
was
go
trying to
on.
get through everything
Yeah.
before you had to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Good.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye, my boy.
Goodbye,
know you-
bye,
I know you
boys.
hate us.
Get Liam for me.
I know you hate us. It's
Pursue him
fine.
in your absence.
Do it. I dare you. All right. Goodbye, my boys.
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Fucking buddy.
Fucking bloody.
Okay, choose a video game, my dudes.
Nice fella.
He has
Cool
to go.
dude.
He has to go and do some scripting, I think, with people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
For secret stuff.
Ooh. Everybody choose the video game. Say your choice out loud for the rest of the players for clicking.
Monster Prom.
Something topical. Something topical. The Outer Worlds.
Fucking Skyrim.
All right, cool.
It's on my TV, so.
Player order decide based on how cool that art and artistically intense it would be if they turned that video game into a Broadway musical. So Aaron wins. I want to see Monster Prom the Broadway musical. And sure, Skyrim would be cool too. And I'll pick third because Buddy isn't here.
Buddy just takes last place on everything.
Thuggy D, where you headed, my dude?
Fucking the gym?
You want to head to the gym?
That's charm, right? Yeah, might as well get that up.
Bam. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him to throw the ball at you with the heartfelt speech of importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of that moment of weakness throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy. That stat might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and gain +2 charm. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled.
I'll do
What
Scott.
on earth are you eating, Scott?
This delicious new flavor of Fangles potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double BBQ Massacre.
Really? Because it looks like raw severed goat head inside of a cardboard tube.
Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still nasty, though.
Nasty.
Oh, still tasty.
There you go.
It's very different words I just said.
Tasty. Tasty. Does wonton environmental destruction sound tasty to you?
I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky?
No, Scott. Don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fangles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year?
But what do they do with the bodies of the goats?
Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice.
Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them.
Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action, but if someone were to suggest one, assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos, or write an extremely mean blog post. What do you do?
Fucking... Vengeful undead goat torsos.
Doing it! So smart! Ah, yes. Necromancy. The ultimate tool in the protester's arsenal.
Oh, can I ride a goat? Can I, huh?
Of course you can ride the goat. In fact, given your size, you'll probably need to ride several.
What's a several? Is it a really big goat?
Oh, he's so good.
No time to explain basic concepts, Scott. We've got an invasion to orchestrate. As long as you're reanimating things, you reanimate some severed goat heads too. They'll eat anything, which totally helps you clean your room. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Where you headed?
Heckin'.
Want to spend that money?
I mean,
One of your last chances.
yeah.
Or
Sure.
you're gonna beat them.
Actually, me and none of us are gonna actually probably go to the shop at lunchtime. You can probably do it at lunch.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to get a heart though, so. I
Oh.
can do it now.
Yes.
Do you want to? I mean, you might get a heart here too.
I mean, I'm guaranteed to get a heart then, so I just figure go.
Okay,
to,
you wanna just
store
go
now.
to Artem now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, last night I read this article about how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer. Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets.
What?
I like that
is-
Vera's snakes have her little tail bracelet on their neck.
What's the charm thing? Or-
Charm has been sold already.
okay, is there creativity thing?
Creativity is Bob Ross.
I will. Yeah, the thing that literally says it. I'll do that. I'll get that one.
Bam. 16
Back in the
creativity, boyos.
Yeah.
And I'll go and do something with a fucking map that I can't finish.
Oh, you can't?
No, because there's only 2 days left, or 2 activities left.
No.
Yeah, I'm basically boned. In every way possible. Fun. Because I want to shake that booty! That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that there won't ever be as fun as Bob, the scary clown. You accept that challenge. You go straight up to Bob, stab him several times in his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob.
Poor Bob.
A little later, you're standing around trying to figure out what to do with this map you bought when Dahlia appears to assault you with her personality.
Studying the map, I see. This can only mean one thing. Clearly, you're a master tactician.
You point out that there are actually several things it can mean. For example, maybe you're lost, or looking for treasure, or trying to figure out what the hell is to do with a paper map.
Your tactical genius is only matched by your sense of humor, and it's the 21st century. Cell phones can do all the things you described. No, in the modern era, the only reason to study a paper map is to check the efficacy of one's battle tactics. A thing you are clearly doing.
Honestly, it's probably easier just to roll with it. You admit that, yes, you are in fact a gifted military tactician. Of course.
Fantastic! Just as I suspected. And a good thing, too, for I am in need of the services of one such as yourself for my imminent takeover of the 8th Circle of Hell.
Of course.
Our first task, improving my army. It has to be tip-top shape if we're to have any hope of crushing the LeVay family.
You're probably even less qualified to do this than you are to be a student at the school, but hey, it feels good to be needed. You agree to help. Luckily, you don't have to figure all this out on your own. Scott and Liam happen to be passing by, so you flag them down. They can't possibly be any worse than this than you, right?
Do you guys need help with a thing? I love helping.
And I'm eager to supply my opinions on whatever it is you're doing. God damn it.
Scott! Yes, my man! Let us fist bump so hard we feel it in our entire skeletons! And Liam, let us gaze longingly into each other's eyes until we feel it in our...
What?
Haha, yes, what indeed? What was I talking about? Yes, my army, improving it! Let us conjure a storm within our collective brains!
You're no tactician, but you're not above taking a little inspiration from classmates in front of you. You suggest every team needs motivation, and an army just is another kind of team. Nothing says motivation like a fun, silly mascot, or read Swedish poetry to them. I don't think I have the creativity nor the fun for this, but we're doing this one. Yep. I don't give a fuck.
Somebody say mascot?
Yes, I believe it was blue.
No, you're blue. I've been waiting my whole life to hear that word.
You know, honestly, this might be fine because this gets me off of the map route and onto an actual route.
That's fair. You can just slam them with your overbearing stats. You'd be like, I don't know, Liam, look how bold I am. Fuck me. And he's like, yeah, fucking sure.
You seriously never heard the word mascot before?
Well, there it is again. Mascot. Mascot.
Scott, I respect you as a werewolf and as a tower of muscle, but I have to ask, is this going anywhere?
Of course it is. I've got the perfect mascot for your army. Blue in a duck costume.
Perfect. Somebody draw it right now. Somebody draw this cute fucking Frankenstein girl in a duck costume. I will pay money.
Someone draw a summoner blue.
I will pay less money for that.
But still money.
Before you can protest, Scott has enclosed you in a giant duck costume, which, judging by the smell, seems to have been made from the carcass of an actual giant duck.
Go on, Blue, sing and dance. Motivate Dahlia's army.
You can't see anything from inside this dead duck. You try to dance, but end up crashing into a bunch of children visiting from Spooky Elementary School. Your costume explodes, showering them in putrid duck flesh.
Not feeling very motivated, Scott.
Really? I am. This will be a topic of my next poem. Duck flesh on grade schoolers in the afternoon, and also capitalism is bad.
Sorry, friends, but I'm searching for something a little more motivational and a little less smelly and sad.
1 minute you're a master tactician, and the next moment you're a stinky idiot covered in rotting duck meat. Life comes at you fast. You lose 2 charm. Who needs it? Who the fuck needs 2 charm? Fuck you!
What's Blaz doing?
He's getting boldness.
Cool.
That's
I'm glad you're so
still unfair.
enthusiastic about
Better
it.
intelligence or
He's
smarts
doing it.
are the only things.
I wanted to see this. That day you skip class and hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits and gain +2 boldness. Miranda, oblivious to everything that's happened, approaches you, weeping.
Have you seen the news? The most dreadful thing has happened. The Lemurian monarchy has been overthrown. King Kraken no longer sits upon the throne of gold and baby skulls. Those filthy revolutionaries are saying they stole their daughters and ate their sons and forced everyone to work for free in the uranium mines. So he made a few shrewd financial decisions. That's no reason to depose him. If some innocent kidnapping and slave labor was enough to get peasants in a uproar, I shudder to think of my own kingdom. Do you think my people might resent being forced to hold up in a corner of the palace where the foundation is crumbling? Do you think that 100% income tax and the random cannonballs we fire into the villages might be taken as something other than expressions of goodwill? Could this plague of civil unrest affect my own domain? Oh, perish the thought! I am inconsolable. Console me. How might I safeguard my kingdom against the fate of the good King Kraken?
Just to remember that this happens in the bathroom. Just like looking in the mirror, watching it. You console me.
She just bursts in through the door, points at you.
Console me.
I mean,
Burst out from a stall. Console me.
She's already inside.
Yeah.
I have been waiting in here, Blaz, waiting for you to come and console me.
Duh, replace all your subjects with mindless robots. I built a robot army a few months ago. I still have the plans. That's smarts, 100%. Give all your subjects belly rubs, fishes and belly rubs. I have to go with this one.
Yeah.
That's so smart. This is fantastic. An army of good little robots to replace those pesky serfs. I bet they won't complain when we don't feed them for 2 weeks because we're having a party. And we'll finally be free to grind all of our subjects into paste and sell them as dolphin-safe tuna. Oh, like we've always wanted. Oh, oh,
Oh no.
oh fuck! I've never seen this one.
No.
Oh fuck!
thank you. You have truly done a good deed today.
You have serious doubts to the actual goodness of your deed. But hey, that's why you drink. You gain +2 creativity and +1 money from the tuna sales. But hey, that's why you drink. Everyone choose a TV show. Say your choice out loud for the rest of the players before clicking.
Final Space.
Oh, that's a good one. Cells at work.
The Ellen Show.
Hell yeah.
Player orders decided based on how funny and wrong it would be to have anthropologists 500 years in the future had to guess how life was nowadays, based solely on watching this TV show.
Oh, well, I'll take the L, I guess.
All about. I guess that's how people worked. If they thought society was like that, I don't even know, man.
I think they'd have a pretty good grip from mine, but at least I beat Blaze.
Yeah, they would absolutely understand based off of Ellen, at least to some degree.
All life is puppies, cute children, and mittens.
I can't not say that Final Space would be misleading, because it would be very misleading.
I am giving that one to you, yes. And then you. And then me. And then fuck buddy.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We know better than to go to fucking Polly.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can't.
Unless you want to try to go to Polly and see if it works.
Probably.
Yeah, because it worked last time. Like, not in this session, but like in the last time we did
Was
this.
it the person that was on their arc?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because it was.
It was.
I mean,
Maybe
what
it
have I
didn't
got
work
to
'cause he wasn't on
lose?
it.
Really, this is a special ending, so it's not like I'm fucking beholden to. Yeah, fuck it, let's go there.
Bam. You would. Nope.
Oh.
You would take a seat at the table, but all the chairs are floating in a poltergeist-like hurricane around Polly.
Sitting? What about partying till your soul becomes confetti?
Come on, you said almost the exact same thing line last week. It's becoming a bit derivative. The chair hits Liam in the head, rendering him unconscious.
That's
Party!
that's weird. Why wouldn't that's yeah.
That's very weird.
I guess I'll go to Zoe and Vera.
I bet if you get on this fast enough, there's probably something you can get if you go all 3 times.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You arrive at Zoe and Vera's table, excited to...
We're not doing anything suspicious.
Zoe.
And we definitely don't have a fellow student in a cage under this table. You have a fellow student in the cage under the table. It's useless, Vera. Flim Flam is too perceptive. We've got to come clean.
It's useless. Yes, the problem is clearly that Flim Flam is too perceptive. But I suppose we have no choice. Look under the table. Zoe and Vera indeed show you they have a caged fairy under the table. She's filthy, miserable, and covered in glitter. Fairies cry glitter.
Help me! Help me! The worst thing ever. Glitter.
We took her as a prisoner during the last food war. You know, for leverage.
I didn't think anything of it at the time because taking and tormenting prisoners is just the thing you can do as an elder god.
But that was 3 days ago, and she's starting to smell. We've got to figure something else to do with her.
We could let her go?
No, I fail to see how that profits me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, what should we do then?
The prisoner is probably stinky because she's lonely. Get her companion to keep her company, or use vicious psychological manipulation to turn her into a sleeper agent, of course.
Okay, so that's Vera. I'll take the top one. It's like I always used to say when I was a dark manifestation of hatred and madness. Misery loves company, and I love misery.
You want another prisoner, Zoe? A prisoner is a big responsibility, you know? Who's going to clean up after it? Who's going to feed it?
That's the cool part. If my prior experience as a mistress of extreme pain is anything to go by, they'll feed on each other.
That is an interesting cost-cutting measure.
Then it's agreed. Oh, I love doing good deeds.
And you love getting your hot friend to think she's doing a good deed so you can hopefully smooch her later. Everybody wins!
You want to go for you? Go.
Damien?
I mean, Damien would be a good choice.
I can't get fucking Miranda at this point. You come upon Damien sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serfs chow down obediently at the neighboring table.
I still don't get where you collect all these stupid forks and spoons and shit. I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly.
Silly boy, this is silverware is not for killing.
Things can be for stuff other than killing. That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you.
Well, of course they do.
But they're not using any of your silverware.
Naturally they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands, as befits the lower classes.
You're saying the silverware collection has no practical purpose?
Things have practical purposes?
These two can go around and around like this forever, unless you say something to resolve the dispute. Damien's right, Miri. Maybe it is time you started murdering people with your silverware. Or lay off Miranda, Damien. What about your collection of exotic corpses? God dang it. This one.
I mean, I was just giving her shit, but I am in favor of any plan that gets more people murdered.
Oh, how barbaric. Are you sure that's the right thing to do?
Yep, 100%, absolutely.
Well, all right then. Yum Yum, Daisy, take the sharpest of these silvered wares in your filthy peasant hands and go a-murdering, would you?
I was kind of hoping you'd do the murdering yourself.
If we're living in an age wherein a lady can't outsource her senseless murders to her servants, I don't know what this world is coming to.
Fair enough. As long as the murders get done, I guess I don't care.
Miranda even outsources some silverware murder to you and Damien as a team. It really brings you closer to each other. And
Where's Blaz going?
here.
Cool.
No one really wants to sit with Dahlia, which means you get a half table all to yourself. Sweet. The less sweet part is you have to sit at the table with Dahlia.
Hey, look at me, I'm worried about you.
Oh, she's dressed up as the middle sister.
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. I care. I'm a caring person. I care about my allies.
You get the feeling she doesn't have that many allies.
Look, the point is, you look pretty scrawny to me, and that's a problem. How are you ever going to defeat your rival if you're scrawny?
You try to explain you don't really see anyone as a rival, but Dahlia presses a finger on your lips, shushing you.
Don't talk. Listen. I've seen you prancing around school, flirting with all your classmates, trying to take them to prom. Sure, you're not fighting any glorious battles like I am, but I think you do have a rival. A rival named Rejection. And I know the best way to defeat any rival is through a good old-fashioned anime workout.
Shit. You're kind of starting to think she has a point. Hey, it couldn't hurt to try, right? Dahlia offers you a choice between two workouts. Getting thrown off a cliff or punching a waterfall until it runs backwards.
This is All Might the shit.
I don't know which one. Which one would Blaz
Punching
do?
a waterfall.
Sure.
Okay, but remember, the point is to strive for something that's seemingly impossible. You probably won't actually make the waterfall flow backwards unless you do achieve some kind of unmatched power level and start glowing with ki energy or something. I'm just trying to manage your expectations.
But little does Dahlia know, in addition to being a monster and a high school student, you actually also happen to be a Super Saiyan this whole time. You regularly dye your hair because you just want to live a normal life. 15,000 rapid fire punches from you is all it takes to reverse the direction of Monstropolis' biggest waterfall, thus creating the world's first reverse water slide. Sweet, you spend the rest of your period sliding up the waterfall with all your friends and gain +4 fun.
Oh, well,
Nice.
it was fun.
Say an object. Microphone.
Spork.
Glass.
Player was decided based on how popular a brand new Monopoly piece would be if said piece was on this object. I would use the microphone.
I would fork.
You don't want to use fucking glass. Hey, Billy! You want to play the fucking glass piece?
To be fair, Aaron, I think that Buddy beats you by not saying anything. You guys want to random this shit?
Doesn't matter to me.
Bam. Yay, I wanted you to go last anyway.
Oh, yeah.
All right, last time, my dudes. Where you heading, Flim Flam?
Okay. Remind me about my creativity. charm
12
again?
smarts, 3 boldness, 16 creativity, 14 charm, 10 fun, 1 money.
I will go to the auditorium.
Get that to an 18?
Yeah.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems like you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in the discussion, so you decide to convey it through music! You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing the people with whom you were arguing with totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You gain +2 creativity.
Nice.
You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster Magazine when you're rudely interrupted. See, even Flim Flam, a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders, at least has some smarts, is reading Monster Magazine.
Yeah, and that's bad, because we're warriors, so we need to fight.
Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it.
Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems.
No, Scott. We're social justice warriors, you see. Flim Flam, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand against injustice.
By punching magazines.
No, Scott. As you no doubt have noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musclebod, the werewolf prince / bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What about our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to change it to someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest monster alive.
We just need to figure out a way to convince them. Since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough.
Probably not. Push! That's easy. All you need to do is solve everyone's body image issue forever is make your own version of magazine featuring 3-winged chupacabra on the cover, or lean into the warrior part, storm Monster Magazine and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to exclusively stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic over the pinnacle of other monster sexiness. Probably this one.
That one's creativity, probably. Yeah. Let's do that.
So creative. What a brilliant idea. 3-winged chupacabras are definitely an underserved population.
I've played sports game against someone exactly like that, and he's always wanted to be a model, but never thought anyone would want to do pictures of him. Now we can!
You can and you do. You do all the pictures and make a mock-up of your own Monster Magazine. It goes hella viral, and before long it's becoming more celebrated than the actual Monster Magazine. Pretty soon after, you get a letter from Editor-in-Chief officially admitting defeat in the face of your superiority and relinquishing his magazine and headquarters to you. Sweet. Now you have a magazine, which instantly gives you +3 money.
Oh, the most useful. Oh.
I don't.
Oh.
Fuck.
Hey, I know you were about to move on.
No! You're being big one. I have to be her now. Hey, I know you're about to move on to your next misadventure, but I just wanted to say really quickly. As pretty much the only girls in this school shaped differently from the rest of our classmates, it was really nice to see a 3-winged chupacabra celebrated over a royal werewolf bodybuilder. It gives us hope too, you know. Aw, that was actually really sweet. The Coven is so much cooler when they're not babbling on about the end of the world bullshit and expecting your help with it. It's way more fun to interact with your classmates than complimenting you instead.
Blast.
He's gonna
Smart.
he's gonna get who's he going for?
He was going for Liam.
Yeah, smart. I'd say your first one in class. It's sometimes become early because you talk to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at cliche movie tropes. You gain +2 smarts and +1 valuable life insight that'll help you face the difficulties of being young. Now you've got a problem, though. You've got to do a group math presentation with Calculaster, Scott, Miranda, and Dahlia. And none of you are the least bit prepared.
I am incensed. Incensed? Incensed.
Yeah.
What is not math a subject, and yet we behave as if we're its subjects, bending it to its will?
Oh, I get it.
Calculaster, as you are a computer, can we not pay you some paltry sum to merely calculate us up a presentation?
First of all, that is racist. Second of all, I too anticipated that this group project would pose me no difficulty. That is, until I learned of our topic.
Uh-oh.
You mean why Three is the coolest number in the alphabet?
Three.
In hindsight, it was probably an error to allow you to select our topic. 3 is not a number.
Sure it is. It's the number between 3 and 5.
3, 5.
You are thinking of the number 4.
Oh, yup, my bad.
But it is far too late to change the topic of our presentation. What shall we do?
Never surrender, Scotty boy. We'll make 3 into a real number with our fists.
That is not how numbers function.
Oh yeah? Says who?
Math.
Well, then it looks like we'll have to conquer math with our fists.
Conquest, yes! That's more like it.
I want to help. I love helping.
I too will support this doomed crusade, as that is what I have deduced a true friend would do.
Aw. Okay, great. Everybody's on board. That just leaves one little nagging question. How are you actually supposed to conquer math?
With our fists.
I don't even care if this gets him an L. I want this.
It's gotta be boldness.
It has to be, but guys, we can't even read the second one. Damn it! Fuck! Shit!
But friends, math is an abstract concept. It cannot be punched. It lives exclusively in the abstract world.
And where is this abstract world? Shall we prepare for a long journey full of misadventures and foes to defeat?
No, the abstract world is a concept. It's nowhere and everywhere.
It's everywhere. That means it's airborne or something. We're surrounded by the abstract world.
Oh no! Numbers are like surrounding us?
It's an ambush! We must find every no one wants to perish here! Start throwing your best punches! It's now or never!
For some inexplicable reason, everyone seems to think Dahlia's line of thinking is valid, and thus they follow her command. Soon everyone is punching the air around you. All this happens in the middle of your math presentation. The whole class is basically witnessing you throwing punches and making weird noises. You fail math, and your friends are disappointed in you for not knowing that math is resistant against fight-type moves. Everyone knows math is weak to rock and bug-type attacks. You lose your dignity, -2 smarts and -1 boldness.
Oh no!
Fuck it! That's what he gets for leaving! You hear me, buddy? Alright,
Bork?
York?
Bathroom. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold, you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands.
Oh.
That monstrous act would instantly give you +500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. Where's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep the +2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. You see Miranda hovering in the hallway, whistling to herself and checking her reflection in her own scales.
Why, hello there, Blue. How funny and random it is to see you here entirely by coincidence near your locker in the bathrooms. Seeing as we've been getting on so well lately, I've decided to afford you the honor and privilege of taking me to the seahorse races.
Oh shit!
You can pick me up after school today and bring me an assortment of flowers and chocolates as a gift. You're welcome.
I love her so much. Oh man, a chance to buy shit from Miranda and take her out on an outing you have no interest in. Sounds amazing, let's rock! You go to the horse races and look for Miranda. She's wearing a beautiful and intricate horse race hat. Unfortunately, a sudden gust blows the hat away. You could swear that you could hear the wind whispering, "Not enough budget." But it surely must have been your imagination.
No, my hat! Hey, Blue, hi, I'm here, hi! Look at this! Daddy always gives me money when I go to the seahorse races.
Oh god, I get it, okay.
It isn't much, of course, only +3 million money, but it should still make things a little bit more fun to bet. Of course, nothing would sour this lovely date faster than picking a losing horse, so I'll put this daunting choice entirely onto you. How should we choose the winning seahorse so that this day goes down in memory as a pleasurable experience rather than a sign that we should never speak again?
No pressure.
Yikes. No pressure then. But no worries. You know the perfect method for choosing winning seahorse races. The only way to tell a winning seahorse is by taste, or why watch people ride seahorses when you could be riding me? No, literally though. Get me a saddle and let's enter this race. Doing it! So bold!
Oh yeah.
Ride you? Why, this is an option I never even contemplated.
Fuck yeah.
I've never heard of one person riding another person before.
You can ride me all you want.
You're about to.
Ah, Miranda. Bless.
If there's one thing I heard from years of helping Daddy suppress the peasant uprisings, is that if you want something done right, have your servants do it themselves. But since they're not here, I suppose that makes you my servant. Let's do this. Let's win the race ourselves.
The two of you sneak down to the stables and quickly forge the necessary paperwork to enter the race. At the sound of the Mer gunshot, you and your fellow seahorses are off and running. You run as fast as someone who's hoping to earn a prom date with a beautiful mermaid princess, which is very, very fast. So fast, in fact, that you somehow managed to outrun over a dozen seahorses who have been training their whole lives for this moment, undoubtedly crushing their hopes and dreams. And the winner is Princess Miranda riding blue!
Oh, huzzah! What a glorious victory this is! Asserting my superiority over my subjects is not only by birthright, but also by sheer talent.
It does seem like you did most of the heavy lifting, as it were, since Miranda isn't particularly heavy, but why spoil this beautiful moment?
It has been a perfectly wonderful outing. I should very much like to ride you again sometime.
If only she knew what she was saying. Still, that's better than not. You gain 2 money from the bet and +1 charm from being ridden by a princess. Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah.
See, I can lose right now. I don't care anymore.
Fun.
Fuck, Buddy was the one doing the thing, looking at the things we need.
Fun.
Oh, well.
Okay, let's go have some fun.
Hard mode.
That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when you start telling him a hilarious story of what happened to you last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you're at where the Goblin King was, 100 or so people burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on the mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. But you don't have time for that. You slip away with the coven as soon as you can to go find Polly, armed with your new knowledge. You finally encounter her in the school's sub-basement, surrounded by empty nitrous oxide canisters, alternately crackling and weeping as she fucks with the power supply. Polly, we know about the car accident. You said someone else's substance abuse is how you died. That was actually true, wasn't it?
We want to help.
Oh, you want to help, do you? Yet you run around judging people, trying to solve problems that you don't even understand? You're trying to teach me about the consequences of substance abuse as if I needed to learn about it? Ha! I've gotten flack for doing drugs all my life, but I'm not dumb. When I was alive, I was mindful and responsible. Always substance use, never substance abuse. You know, who didn't know the difference that well? My father. I knew the difference. I was always responsible, and still, I died. So what do you have to say about that, huh? What wacky advice or wild distraction do you have planned now? Come on, I'm waiting. For once, maybe it would be better to not debate between absurd plans, and maybe today is a good day to just be sincere. Go ahead and just tell her you do want to understand her. If she wants to tell you more about her father, you're here to listen. Or, you can see she's hurting. So start by making her see that you understand that you were wrong to judge her so fast and on her relationship with substances. Today, you're not here to judge. I have no idea which of these
I don't remember
anything.
which of these was what.
Like the bottom one more.
You can see she's hurting as the option that is charm, apparently.
That's your highest stat.
You guys want to do it?
I already liked it before anyone said it, so let's do it.
So charming. I see. Thanks. So I told you I always followed all that good advice when I did drugs while I was alive, right? I learned how my body responded to getting high. I read about any shit I decided I was doing, learned what I needed to carry just in case, and how much time I had to wait until doing it again. The nights I decided I was not getting high, I stuck to my decision and said no to any friend who offered me anything. And I never did anything when I was at a low point, in order to avoid teaching myself that any substance was a way of escaping from my issues. But not my dad. He was a poor man crushed under the excruciating expectations his father put on him. He lived in perpetual disappointment, life being this big, constant defeat. So he started drinking to escape that misery. And whatever you use to forget your problems, you need to use it again and again. Because when the vodka wears off, you're still the same person with the same issues. I get it. He was hurting so bad, it broke my heart. But that was never grounds to put all of us, any of us, at risk. And you know the funny part? He's the only one who survived the car accident.
That's terrible, Polly.
It is.
I guess if anyone knows the difference between use and abuse, it's you. And we understand that now. Being a ghost and all, you can go wilder without real consequences for yourself. But you should still mind the consequences you impose on other people. If not as much as you see the bad in what your father did, you're still here, making the same mistakes he made.
You're actually right. Maybe I should care a bit more. Yes, go and enjoy afterlife your way, but you were right about that. Just be mindful of how that might affect other lives. And with that last piece of wisdom, Polly starts to shine in a strange way, while slowly phasing out.
What? I guess this was my true unfinished business. I'm finally ready to move on, out from this plane. Thanks. Really. Thanks.
A beautiful light surrounds her as you say those last words, and finally, she disappears. You look at each other with tears in your eyes. You will never forget the sometimes complex but always awesome fan favorite, Polly Geist.
Well, I guess that's prom.
How you feeling, Aaron?
Poor Polly. She a cutie.
She is a cutie.
Pranked! You should have seen the look on your faces! What a bunch of nerds!
Nah, I just got this old regular phasing out. I have this rad party in the Nether Realms I wanted to attend, so I need to leave. But don't worry, guys. Tonight I'm partying in a slightly more responsible way. For real, though. Thanks. This time she phases out for good.
Gosh, she's a handful, huh? I have to admit it's hard not to like her, at least a little bit.
We did a good thing today.
Yes, we did. And with that, the screen fades to black and the credits roll. You're hella confused, but this is what you get when you go on adventures with the Coven. But hey, you're also getting +2 boldness and +1 charm, so don't complain.
Yeah, I figured because she has her picture in the Kickstarter for Month to Prom. DLCs and stuff.
She ain't going nowhere.
So, Flim Flam, who you trying with?
Zoe!
Let's go for it!
Is today the day?
Is today the day?
Liam, right?
Leah, he was going for Leah.
Yes.
Let's do it! I really want to go Miri, but she'll hate me.
She will absolutely hate you.
I ain't no bitch! Let's go!
All right.
Give me my ghost.
Blaz.
You finally pluck up your courage to ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. You and me? Psh, I'm not attracted to you that way. Actually, I think the only way I'm attracted to you is through the tiny gravitational force that your body has as a solid mass. That's something, right? Your failure made you so depressed and decided that you were exiled to the wilds, where you joined a pack of wolves. Still, you were bad at social interaction that you also failed at getting a date for Wolf Prom. Ah, what a loser, am I right, guys? You finally pluck up your courage to ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you.
Eek! That's disgusting! I'm sorry. I'm seeing someone. Like, right now. Hey you, peasant!
Miranda just waving her hand to distract a passerby.
I order you to rescue me from this awkward situation. See, I know him. Farewell.
Oh, she's like grossed out.
Failing at Monster Prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You became fixated on it and never became a functional adult. Now you're an old person who just sits in parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to Monster Prom. It's as weird and sad as it sounds. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you.
Whoa, prom together? So we're becoming canon? OMG, I have to start making a tag for AO3 so people can write fics about us. So exciting, so potentially steamy. While I do that, start thinking of the best shit name for us. I mean, Zoe X Flim Flam. There are so many options.
Zoflim? Flimmy?
Flimmy.
Zlimflam?
Zimflam. Zoflam. Zoe Flam. I don't fucking know. And the dress. I have to choose something that can be easily cosplayed by fans. See you there. I refuse to try to make that
Prom
noise.
night was wild. Look at her!
Yay!
Look how
oh,
cute she is! Prom night was wild. You spent all night discussing about Yu-Gi-Oh! And how you strongly believe it's the prequel to Jurassic Park. Obviously. Zoe was skeptical at first, but she surely got aroused by the intensity of your arguments. One theory led to another, and eventually it led to sweet intercourse, because, you know, sex always finds a way, especially when you believe in the heart of the cards.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Perfect.
Oh, he's got little hearts in them.
Sex always finds a way when you believe in the heart of the cards. Fucking yes. Thuggy D. You're daydreaming of prom, but suddenly Polly phases in out of nowhere.
Hey, Boo! I wanted to thank you. You and the nerds were really nice to me the other day. And that left me thinking, I had this heavy feeling like a burden. My unfinished business wasn't just telling you about how I died. I realize I've been carrying some pain and conflicted feelings. It's hard. What my dad did wasn't okay. It was a horrible thing that had even more horrible consequences. I hate him for putting himself at risk, for putting us at risk. I hate that because of him, we're no longer together. But at the same time, he's still my father and I love him. I know deep down he's not a bad person, even if he did do a terrible thing. Under all the pain, he always loved us. On some nights, I visit him and see how much he still hurts after we died, and my heart breaks. You know, he's sobered up after the accident. He did change. But if you saw the sadness in his eyes, Lucky D, he's trying his best, and yet life is more overwhelming than ever. Life should be about enjoying being alive. If you focus on all that heavy bullshit, you risk becoming miserable. And yet, by forcing myself to always be carefree, I too was trying to escape from my pain. Life is a celebration, but I guess it's also okay to hurt, and there is liberation in dealing with your issues and your unfinished business. And in my case, I have this big-ass unfinished business I need to solve, and all these bottled feelings. I still bleed for what he did, and at the same time, I miss him so much.
I miss my dad, Thuggy D. You say nothing. You just hug her. Polly burst into tears. You think to yourself, some situations are not meant to be solved in 3 weeks or through a wacky plotline. But if we're patient, and if we're there for our loved ones, if only just to be there on their darkest nights, then maybe one day everything will be okay. Do you see little Polly?
Mm-hmm.
Little alive Polly? Little alive Polly's mom? And potential little alive Polly's sibling? And they're all dead now, except for him. I forgive you. I hope you can forgive yourself too. See you, Polly.
Yeah, that's nice.
Thuggy D, most likely to start a cult. For
Hell
some
yeah.
fucking reason.
Then Zoe's quote, always stay true to yourself.
Obviously.
I like how one is just like fucking ridiculous. The other's like, oh, like a real answer.
Rick, mute your audio.
I'll mute it as soon as we get to the actual part. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Zoe dedicated the next several years to writing her most ambitious fanfic ever. It focused on the struggles of Shaggy, containing and controlling his limitless power. It delved into the psychological nuances of the Mystery Gang, while also including the crossovers with Akira, Flubber, and the unbearable lightness of being.
Wow, fucking flubber.
It was said to mix Tulski's mastery of prose and the juiciness of the very juicy Big Mac. It ended up entering the Western literacy canon. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there was plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready. As I mute.
Oh,
start.
okay. It's just like, are you gonna
Yay!
say this? Hey,
Make your own music for this part because they
I want to know
take
what
it
that
down.
fucking fire helmet guy's deal is.
We did it, Aaron. How do you feel?
She's a cutie.
Did you like learning about Polly's actual? Fucking the Prince Spectre and marry me.
Actual death.
Yeah.
That's sad. I'm happy they didn't try and fucking resolve it at the end.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm just fucking sad.
We've been wanting you to see that ever since we saw it last week.
No.
We're like, we need to get Aaron to see this, and nobody better ever say this to him. Look at all these pictures. And all
Fucking
these
Zoe
things.
at the laundry machine was cute.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know.
What about this one? Prank juice.
Oh, the Slayer.
I love her. Look at this one. Calculester. Yeah. I like that a bunch of new
Epic voice
Polaroids were made
crack
for Calculester and Zoe.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
XD.
They're all doing karaoke.
Scott back there getting a teddy bear.
Aw.
Star Wars Shield! Perfect.
Defending the girl who fucking didn't go to prom.
I will protect you, my lady. Get him away!
Go away.
You, random passerby, help me.
You are not Grandpa.
You are not Grandpa.
That actually is.
I didn't even notice. Oh, look at that one.
Aww.
You're my guilty pleasure.
Aww.
Pray for the longest monster prom read of your life. Oh God, we got a coupon for we got a store coupon for 1 free backstory.
Oh.
It's a new store thing. Cool. We'll get to use that at some point.
Oh, so it's like it unlocks another story?
Yep.
The fact that it says yeah,
Oh.
so anytime you beat the game, you have the chance to unlock more things to show up in the shop, and those trigger events to give you other endings.
Yeah.
It says prepare for the longest read. I wonder who it's gonna be.
No
One
idea.
free lore coupon.
That just means you have to play this again at some point.
Yeah, no, yeah. Fucking if we did the first one, Damien would have fought the sun.
I don't think I've ever gotten that.
I want to see that one.
Oh damn.
Oh, snaps.
Hey girl, how you doing? Let's click off of that one real quick and just keep going.
This stream is for good boys and girls, Deco.
Aw,
Cute.
look at those cute covens.
Them witches, though.
How did I? Okay, I just clicked off of it, but I saw the people again. These people. I can't remember.
I went like really high and did something like this for her, something like that, right?
Yeah, it was around there.
Something around here.
I love her.
It's because she's tiny.
And she's also a brain parasite.
It's true. He's probably very dead.
Almost. That's some shippy fan art.
God, I just want Damien to tell me to go fuck myself.
That's exactly what this is. God, I just want him to tell me to go fuck myself. Ugh. Oh, man. Is anybody doing anything right now that we know of? Is anybody doing any streaming?
We can find it.
Oh man, let's keep looking at some more gallery pictures while we're waiting, because that just I love that we finally have this one. I don't think I got this one before. I might have.
Did you not have it?
I don't know. I don't remember it. I don't remember seeing her little dress. I especially don't remember the Yu-Gi-Oh conversation.
Yeah, that I don't remember.
You and I don't follow a ton of the same people, but Squeaks is doing a mute stream. She's doodling body pillows.
Oh, is she?
Yep.
Yeah, we can send you guys over to Squeaky. Squeaky Chiona, right?
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna send you over to Squeaks. She is currently making some body pillow art or something, whatever. She's doing something weird. We're having some good times. Everybody. We'll have to come back to this at some point. We'll have to actually play this a little bit more and get some more things, because there are so many things still in this game that I have no idea anything about. So let's head over to Squeaky. Throw her some if you have them. Throw her some Commander buddies. Why not? Throw her some if you have them. Throw her some Marylands. That'd be pretty cool. And Eric, what's yours? Oh right, Dear Ashley. Throw her some Dear Ashleys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed ourselves. Any questions, comments, complaints, or wisecracks, put in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed ourselves. Let's get two more people in the raid. Come on. I believe in you guys. Two more people. Two more people.
You're talking to people who aren't here.
Damn it! How dare you? But yes, thank you guys very much. We'll see you guys over there. Hope you guys enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed ourselves. Any questions, comments, below. Until next time, guys, like always, later days.
Bye.
What the fuck was that?
That was you. That's what you sound like.
Oh, Soup was there.
There we go. What's there?